Hey guys, how you doing today? Dr. Stephen Akintayo here, and welcome to the final episode of the Billionaire Habits. For me, it's with such emotion that I wrap up this series. Left to me, we shouldn't finish this series actually, because I just kept enjoying it, and every time I'm doing this series, I'm having new ideas, new inspiration of how we should go about and some new stuff, and I can teach on this topic. And I've enjoyed this. Now, how many of you, as you're joining me, tell me your name and the city you're joining me from? Okay, I like to know you, your name, the city you're joining us from. We always introduce ourselves on this show. If this is your first time, you can also type my first time, and of course, you're very much welcome. Good to see you. If this is your first time joining us on the Billionaire Habits series, I'm glad to inform you we are almost through with the book, the Billionaire Habits series book. It's called the Billionaire Habits. That's the title of the book. We are almost through with the book. God has been faithful. One of the participants volunteered to transcribe that. Okay, his name is Seth. Okay, sometimes it doesn't comment, but he volunteered to transcribe it. And we also have some other people who also joined him: graphics team, video editing team. We had a script. We had several people who just decided to work with him to make the book ready. So we're going to be launching this book on the 1st of May, and I'm excited. So as you're joining us, tell us your name and the city you're joining us from. Please, we'd like you to share this video at least 50 times. I'm currently sharing it, as you can see. I'm just sharing everywhere I can share. I'm just hitting the share button and sharing. So I have Felicien from Benin Republic, Toby from Lagos. Wow, Adeleke, this is your first time. Welcome. Paul from Anambra, good to see you. Julius Kolawole from where? Julius from Lagos. Who else is here? If you're here, tell me your name, your city. Abiodun from Lagos. Emmanuel Frank from Port Harcourt. Good to see you. As you're joining us, tell us your name and the city you're joining us from. Also, remember to share this video at least 50 times, okay? On Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. I have Terry from Italy. Woo, Italy is here. Adeleke from Lagos. Good to see you. Obina from Eboyin. Kedu Koadi. How are you, Obina? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. Ayomide from Lagos. All of you are welcome. I have Emmanuel Jones from the UK. UK is here. Norway is here. Joyce Naomi from Norway. Come on. Today is the final day, and we're going to get people from all over the world. It's going to be crazy today. Matthew from Germany. Okay, I'm getting people from all over the world joining us for the final episode of the Billionaire series. Edafe from Maldives. I need to visit Maldives for vacation. I've heard so much about that place. It's just amazing. We have Liberia is here. Adolfo from Liberia. Tamino from Abuja. Abuja is here. Abiodun from Turkey. Turkey is here. Roland from Lagos. Lagos is here. I want to welcome all of you and thank you so much for being part of today's episode of the Billionaire Habits series. Please share this video 50 times, 50 on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. This is the final episode of this series. We started over a month ago, and we've been teaching habits of billionaires. And today we're looking at the billionaire money game. What is the money game that billionaires play? Why are they in the business of making money? Why did they decide to make so much money? Okay, what's the whole idea? What was the whole vision of billionaires wanting to be very wealthy Why are they having to amass wealth? What is the end game of becoming a billionaire? So if you're ready for me today, can you type, I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. Come on, I love a very engaging class. I love a class where you're interacting with me, you're commenting, you're chatting, you're saying something. That's how I get my own energy to keep teaching. I also like you to share this video 50 times, 50, on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. Get everybody here. Olusegun Ayodele from UAE. Dubai is here, United Arab Emirates. Ghana is here, Ebenezer from Ghana. Oyo is here. We have somebody from Oyo, Adebisi from where? Yenagoa is here. We have Unique from Yenagoa. Okay, so I'm ready to go today, and we're going to be having a great time. So I'm done sharing on my own platform. I encourage you to also share across every platform that you have. Just share the link. On your right hand side, you're going to see Facebook party icon. Click on it and start inviting all your friends. Just invite them. Tell them Dr. Stephen is here training. Share 50 times. Number one, billionaire habits, okay, is that, and here we're looking at the money game that most poor people don't use, that billionaires use. What is the money game? Why are billionaires trying to make money? What is the money game habits? Okay, the first one is that the actual game of wanting to be wealthy is to give it all back. Yes, give the money back. I want everybody to type, give the money back. So the habits billionaires have built over time, the game habit is actually to give back the money in a sustainable way. Now, not just to give it back in a way that at the end of the day, that money is not sustained, because this is where people miss it. Let me give you a scenario. Okay, so everybody, I want you to type, the first game is give the money back. I want everybody to type it, give the money back. Let me ask you a question. How many of you know the difference between the giving of the rich man and the giving of the poor man? If you know, type I know, and you can type. If you don't know, type I don't know. There's a difference between how rich people give and how poor people give. At the last episode that I did, I shared with you some of the only type of money that rich people spend is the third generation. Right? They don't spend the first generation of their money, they spend the third generation. Remember, we shared that. Now, you need to understand there's a difference between how poor people give money or help people or give to help, and how rich people give to help. Now, number one, poor people mostly give to those they know, their relative, their friends, their uncle, with the hope that one day when they are also in trouble, those people will give them back. Number two, many times poor people give in an unsustainable manner. How do I mean? Somebody comes to you and say, please borrow me money. I want to do naming of my child. That is nonsense if you give that kind of money. Because you had, for example, 9 months to carry a baby. 9 months to have looked for the money for the naming. Plus, if you don't have money to name your baby, must you do an elaborate naming? You could do naming in your living room, ladies and gentlemen. So what happened is that rich people always give in a sustainable manner. And I'll give you a typical example. We have Tony Elumelu. He's currently giving, right? He has his Tony Elumelu Foundation, where he's committed $100 million to give to the poor. But what is he doing? He's doing a sustainable giving where the money is going to helping young entrepreneurs. Are you learning, guys? If you're learning, type I'm learning. Okay? He's giving out the money to help young entrepreneurs, and it's sustainable because if he gives you $5,000, if you're wise enough, you turn that $5,000 to $10,000. In fact, you will still bank with UBA, right? Because UBA is his bank. And so even technically over time, UBA is still going to make the money back because, and it's sustainable. That money is not disappearing. People are not wasting that money. That money is such that people are able to turn it to a business. They're able to employ people. The economy gets better. So that way, Tony Elumelu has given out $100 million in a sustainable manner. Okay? I remember hearing the story of when Warren Buffett was giving money to Bill Gates Foundation. How many of you know Warren Buffett? If you know him, type I know him. How many of you also know Bill Gates? If you know, type I know Bill Gates. Now, do you know that almost half of Warren Buffett wealth is being given out to charity, and the biggest receiver of Warren Buffett money is Bill Gates Foundation? If you know, type I know. If you don't know, type I don't know. Come on. How many of you know that the biggest donor, in fact, I think Warren Buffett is currently the biggest donor of Bill Gates Foundation aside Bill Gates himself? But how many of you know, by the way, share this video 50 times if you're getting value. Share 50 times on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. On your right-hand side, you're going to see Facebook party icon. Click on it, invite everybody. We want to get to 1,000 viewers today. And remember, my name is Dr. Stephen Akintaya, Africa's most sought-after investment coach, serial entrepreneur. I started my business 13 years ago with just 1,000 Nigerian Naira, which is about $10 then, and have grown it to a multi-billion Nigerian Naira and multi-million dollar corporation. And I'm sharing what I've used to grow our business from zero. I wasn't born in a rich home. My mother was a civil servant. My father's business had collapsed before I was born. So I didn't get to where I am today with silver spoon. I've written 35 books. I have 15 of my books, 14 of my books here. I'm going to be sharing, talking to you about that. And God has helped me to rise from zero to hero. And I'm teaching. I want to teach people. I want to help people, because wealth begins with your mind. And you need to understand that your habit determines your decision. Your decision determines your destiny. Every day I see people complain that they are poor, but their habits has determined the decision they are taking, and their decision is the reason why they are poor. It's not as if God wants them to be poor. They are taking poverty decision. They can't be wealthy. So I want to teach, I want to empower 10 million people, particularly from Africa, who are going to understand money, how to make money, how to manage money, how to multiply money, because they don't teach this in the university. They don't teach this in secondary school. I'm trusting God. I will build the first university where we're going to be teaching money. You cannot graduate until you pass the money course in my university. I'm going to do that. So people are poor because they just lack knowledge. And that's why you need to share this video 50 times on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. Just keep hitting the share button. On your right-hand side, you're going to see Facebook party. I can invite everybody. So the first money game. Why do billionaires amass wealth? So as to eventually give it all out. But they don't do it when they are still growing the business. They do it when they have gotten the business to a point where they can never go down anymore. Warren Buffett started giving out half of his wealth when he became the richest man in the world. And Bill Gates Foundation is one of the biggest recipient of Warren Buffett money. He's giving it all out. Now, do you know that I was told that Warren Buffett still told Bill Gates, I still want this money I'm giving you to be profitable? Yes, Warren Buffett literally told Bill Gates, I'm donating this money to your foundation and I don't need it back. But I still want reports on how you're spending the money, and I still want your foundation to be sustainable. In other words, I want it to make money. Yes, your goal is never to use the money. Your goal is to keep giving the money to the poor, but you still have to find a way to make money. I was shocked when I went to the World Bank, 2015. I went for a training at the World Bank. And this training was even for those of us who run charity projects. We run social enterprise, right? Projects where we're not trying to make money back. And my project was a project to build an orphanage home. And the orphanage home was going to be self-sustaining and all of that. And they were giving grants. And they refused to give me grants. I was one of the presenters. And they didn't give my idea grant. And I'll tell you why. They said to me, my idea, even though it was a social enterprise, the goal was social enterprise, but that I could not show how it was going to be sustainable. I could not show, because the World Bank, I was shocked when they told us, said, we no longer support any program that cannot, even though it's a charity program, that cannot show us how to sustain itself. Because we cannot continue to keep giving you money all the time. If we give your NGO $100 million this year. After 5 years, you're going to come back to us to give you another money. We don't have that money. So we'll rather give that money to a company, an NGO that we know. Yes, you're collecting $100 million from us, but you structure it in a way that you keep making $100 million every year. That way, you don't need us anymore to keep giving you money. Are you learning, guys? If you're learning, type, I'm learning. So I have seen a whole lot of people thinking poor, rich people, billionaires are selfish. They don't give. They don't help the poor. No, billionaires are always thinking, how do I give my money away in a sustainable manner? How do I give it away in a way that makes sense? Let me give you an example. A billionaire that you go and beg to give you, let's say, $10,000 for a new car, $10,000 for naming of your child or the wedding or the burial of your grandfather, and he's going to tell you, I don't have that money. That same billionaire is going to give out a grant to a young man he doesn't know from anywhere, worth $20,000. Okay? Are you learning, guys? Come on. If you're enjoying this type, I'm enjoying this. If you're enjoying this type, I am enjoying this. Talk to me, guys. If you're enjoying this type, I'm enjoying this. The same billionaire is going to give that same grant to somebody he doesn't know from anywhere. He's even going to give double. He probably will give $20,000 or $50,000 grant. And grant, you don't need to pay it back. Just going to give that person. So you, family member, will be angry that, can you believe my uncle did not give me $10,000 to do naming of my son? That same uncle went ahead. I saw him on social media giving $20,000 grant to somebody he does not know. He's a wicked man. I don't know if you have had this experience. I don't know if you can relate to what I'm talking about. If you can relate up, I can relate. You know why he's not giving you the money? What you want to use it for is not sustainable. Naming a child is not an investment. Wedding is not an investment. Marriage is the investment. Wedding is for a day. Marriage is for a lifetime. So going to meet your uncle to give you $10,000 to do wedding, he's not going to give you, because a wedding is not an investment. It's a day journey. And people literally run into debt. Because they want to do wedding, and they think you, the billionaire, you were foolish also. They want to bring you into their foolishness. I didn't listen. My own wedding, there was no Ashwebi in my wedding. I did the reception of my wedding in my living room. We went to court. We came back. In fact, there was more than enough food because we were not up to 20. And the following weekend, I then, for all my staff, I put together a small reception. I was not up to 50 also. If they wanted food, let them eat. But it was wedding I was doing. It's a one-day thing. My marriage was more important to me. I'm not going to go into debt doing Ashwebi, buying all manner of clothes. I won't do it. That marriage is 9 years now. That marriage, as at the time I got married, all that is in my name is not up to 5 million naira. Today, we've built a real estate company that is worth billions of naira. That is how you do it. That's how your billionaire uncle, mentor is thinking. Okay? That's how he's thinking. Somebody here will tell me, but I went to my uncle to give me money for business. He didn't give me. Yes, also because that business is not sustainable. How can you come to me to tell me that you need 1 million naira to start a business? How? And you want me to give you? You think I'm fool? Any business you want to start with $1 million naira that you've not used your personal 20,000 naira, 10,000 naira to do, and to prove to me how that 10,000 naira turned to 20,000 naira, don't come to me to give you 1 million naira. I'm not a fool. I told you right now, I started my business with 1,000 Nigerian naira, $10. That's the amount I used to start my business. So imagine somebody relative coming to me to tell me he needs 1 million, he needs 2 million, he needs 10 million. Some even come to me, they did 20 million. And you couldn't show me with the little you have. Let's even say that little is just $100. How have you turned $100 to $200 before you come to me to give you $10,000? That is how billionaires think. We want to give the money back. We want to give the money out. Last year, Myself and our company gave out over 50 million naira to poor people. Some were to orphanages, some were to supporting small businesses. We gave it out. And this year we're doing more. This year we're giving out a whole lot more. Over 50 million naira, almost 100 million naira will be given. Grants to help the poor, several projects we've put together. But we will only give it out in a sustainable manner. That's how it's done. So do not be angry when you meet billionaires that you know who you go to and they're saying no. They're saying no because you've not shown them something sustainable. So number one game that you need to understand about billionaires, they want to give their money back. They want to give it back. They will give it back when they have made, even their own personal money is now sustainable. Adolphus John has shared this video 54 times. Woo! Thank you, Adolphus. God will honor you. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. You are helping me to fulfill my vision of empowering 10 million Africans to become millionaires. Thank you. I'm grateful for doing that. Thank you. Guys, share this video 50 times across all social media platforms. I'm Dr. Stephen Akinta, Africa's most sought after investment coach, serial entrepreneur. I started our business 13 years ago with $10, about 1,000 Nigerian naira, and I've grown to become a multi-billion Nigerian naira. We have offices in US, in Nigeria, in UK, and in Dubai. And I'm sharing what has helped me, what I also learned from my mentors, that has helped me to build wealth. And I believe if you practice some of these things, you will be wealthy, ladies and gentlemen. You can become very, very successful if you implement some of what we are teaching you today. Okay? And that's how it goes. And that's how businesses work. So if you are learning today and you're enjoying today's class, type, I am learning, I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm enjoying it. Are you ready for number 2? So today, this Billionaire Habit series is actually now a book. And the book is coming out, okay? A book is coming out in May 1st. And you can order your own copy even before it comes out. You can visit this website. Let me pin the website. You can order your own copy. Now, for those who are doing what we call the pre-launch copy order, you will also be getting the video version of the book. You'll be getting the video version of the book is going for $147. You get it for free if you're ordering the physical copy. You will also be getting the audio version also for free. Billionaire Habits. Okay. Somebody's asking, how did I start my business with 1,000 Nigerian naira? Go Google it. It's on Google. All my stories on Google. And I have YouTube videos you can go watch that teaches all these things. So go there. You're going to see all those things. Everything I teach you, but my story is all online. You can see a lot of those stories there. So are you ready for number 2? If you're ready for number 2, type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on. Number 2, money game by billionaires. The first money game is that they want to give out their money. Every of these rich guys, they look at Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos just announced he's beginning to start giving out his money. Very soon, Elon Musk will start announcing that he's also giving back his money. That is the game. The game is to you ultimately at the end give it back. But listen to me. 2 poor people cannot help themselves. Or you must first get to the top before you throw the rope to help the other people. Right? You cannot. Okay? You cannot start your business and from day one you begin to start giving it out. Somebody say, are you a billionaire? Google it, right? Google is your friend. There are 2 G's you need in this world, God and Google. And so don't ask stupid questions. You go on Google and check it. Google will give you the answer, right? So very important that you understand that billionaires, and this is very, very important, do not give out their money when they are just building their wealth, particularly in an unsustainable manner. They don't do it. 2 poor people can't help themselves. One must first get to the top before you throw down the rope to help the other ones. You are a poor man, and the only money you have, you are giving it to somebody to bury his father. Is a burial an asset? Is a burial a business? Is a burial going to give anybody money? Is a burial I just don't understand. Africans will spend more money on burials, on weddings, than they're going to spend starting a new business. Africans will waste money on parties that they are going to spend. Africans will spend money on Ashwebi, on designers that they don't even make. It's crazy. It's crazy. Designers that you don't even make. You spend money on somebody else's designers, another country's designer. Yet those people will come to Africa, use our raw material. Look at all this, your Gucci bag, Louis Vuitton bag. The leather is from the northern part of Nigeria and Sokoto. Right? They buy the leather for peanuts, redesign the thing in France, come back and sell it to you for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and you're still going to buy. That is the poverty game. That's why Africans are still poor. Many Africans are poor because of that attitude. It's a poverty mindset. A billionaire would rather own it than spend it. I was coming back to my hotel after doing a COVID test because I'm traveling to Dubai on Monday. And, I was in the car. My driver was saying to me, that's a casino, MGM or something. MGM, they are apparently big with casino and hotels. And she said, years ago, I used to waste all my money in that casino. So I wish I knew better. I said, really? And I said one word. She said, oh, I'm feeling it. I said, smart people will own the casino, not to go and spend their money in the casino. Come on. Smart people will own the casino, not to spend their money in the casino. Ibrahim Adio has shared on 51 groups. God will honor you, Ibrahim Adio. I'm really grateful. Thank you. Thank you. The Lord will reward you. Right? You would rather own the casino. Same thing. Some of you give your money to betting. Betting has always been structured to reward the owner of the betting company rather than you betting. So instead of, if you really like betting that much, go and own a betting company. At least you cannot even be, if you like, go and be betting in your own betting company. You still know most of that money is still going to your company. That's how billionaires think. How do I own it? Not that I'm going to be making a betting man rich. I'm going to go to casino and blow all the money I've made from the hard work. And then I'm now going to blame my uncle for not giving me money. You better wake up. Are you ready for number 2? If you're ready for number 2, type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on. Okay? If you're ready for number 2, type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Now, number 2, and this is very, very important. Okay? Billionaire habits game. Billionaire money game is actually to be in a position of love and not to be in a position of hate. One of the reasons why, and by the way, when I say billionaires, I'm talking about people who made their money legitimately. I'm not talking about corrupt politicians in Africa. I'm not talking about illegitimate wealth. I'm talking about people who worked hard to build their wealth. Okay? Who work legitimately. They own legitimate businesses. Those are the people I'm talking about. Now, one of the most powerful things I've discovered, right, is that billionaires, one of the reasons they want to become billionaires is to live in love and not in hate. So I remember misplacing my ATM card, right? In this, my US trip, I had to be moving from city to city. We're opening our US office on Monday. I don't know if you're happy. We're opening our US office on Monday in Manhattan. Yeah. Yes. We're opening our US office in Manhattan, center of New York City, on Monday. So I've been, moving, crisscrossing the US. And I misplaced my ATM card. And funny enough, most of the Nigerian card I have don't work in the US. So I had to call somebody I knew, here in the US, to send some money to our account. And she could help me withdraw and give it back to me. And to my surprise, the person started giving excuses. Oh, first of all, I don't like that you sending money to my account through somebody who changed the money, there are issues. Second of all, I said, well, return the money. The person didn't return the money. And guess what I've decided to do? I'm dashing the money. I can't live in hatred, right? It's less than $5,000. I can't live in hatred. How many of you agree with me that you cannot do that as a poor man? You will fight the person. you most likely, if you are poor, come on social media, type the name of the person and begin to talk and rain curses and say all manner of evil. How many of you agree with me? It is difficult to live in love when you are poor. If you agree, type I agree. It is difficult to live in love when you are poor. It is difficult. It is difficult. Now, by the way, let me tell you this. I will tell you categorically, I agree. If I were to be poor, I agree with you. So I understand if you're going to argue with me that it's because I have money, that's why I could let go of the money. I agree absolutely. I only was able to let go of the money because I have money. I agree. You 100% true. Okay? I'm not going to argue that. But one of the things that I've been teaching for a while now is that, and you need to know this, that when you are wealthy, it helps you to be able to live in love. Because many of the things people are going to do to hurt you is money related. And at some point you look at it, how much is involved? I'll let you go. I'll let you go. So one of the reasons, at least for me, why I have decided to become a billionaire is to be able to live in love. I tell people, I say, look, it's easier to live in love when you have money. Because you can help people, you can give. In fact, you can decide to give to your enemy. I know people who hated me. The day I sent money to them, they came around and said, I am sorry, I used to hate you. I knew this happened, X stuff and stuff like that. But honestly, you know, I am wrong. I'm the one that is wrong. I agree. I am very, very wrong. I am very, very wrong. And I'm so sorry. That's what money can help you do. And you know, you're just smiling. You could forgive. You could let go. You could move on. You know, I've several cases. Oh, please borrow me money. You give the person the money, at the end of the day, they won't give you. You let go. I started a company with somebody. You know, he was the one that proposed, I can't pay you. I cannot pay you. And so let's strike an MOU. We will be sharing the profit we make from this company 50-50. We'll share 50-50. He's proposed that. We signed an MOU. As soon as the company started doing well, he stopped picking my call. What I'm telling you now is over 7 years. 7 years ago, the man till today has not picked my call. And I've let it go. I've let it go. I dash him. When you are financially stable, it helps you to be able to do certain things. It helps you to be able to live in love and forgive. At least you have the power to do so. Okay? You have the power to do so. It's not because why will it be difficult as a poor person, for example, to do what I just did? I just let the money go. By the way, I don't want to talk to the person again, but just let the money go. Right? But why? Because if you are poor, that money is most likely enough money to build a house or buy a land in Nigeria from your village. That money is probably money that, you know, is your 2 months salary. That money is probably something. There's just a whole lot wrapped around that money that you cannot just let it go. It's a whole lot of money. And I've seen people live in unforgiveness. I've seen people live in hatred because of money issue. They gave somebody money, or they had a business deal with somebody, the person didn't do his own part of the deal, and many are sick as I speak to you, high blood pressure, all manner because of issues like this. Many are. And for me, this is one of the things you want to work on yourself. These are some of the money game that you do. You want to work on yourself to be able to let go. I remember the story I was told by a politician, a story of how he said when you really want to get into politics, they're going to call you for a meeting. They will tell you to bring, you know, maybe 500 million, 1 billion. In Ghana must go when you meet some of these godfathers. And they will set up a bonfire. And in your presence, the money you brought, they will start throwing inside fire. True story. This was said by a former governor. And that if you can be comfortable watching your 100 million, your 500 million being burnt, then they will say you are ready for politics. You know why? Because in reality, that there is no guarantee. Okay, there is no guarantee that you can make that money back. Right? There's no guarantee that when you go into politics and you spend 500 million, that you're going to make a dime. That money is most likely gone, never to come back again. So they start preparing your mind into that. Let me say this again. Let me repeat this again. You most likely will never become a billionaire if you have not lost money before. The last money I lost was 120 million in real estate deal. If you have never lost money, you can't be rich. Let me tell you the difference between rich and poor. The difference between a rich man and a poor man. A rich man has lost a lot of money but refused to give up. A poor man lost few money and will never do it again. That's the difference. Can I say it again? Difference between a rich man and a poor man. A rich man has lost money several times and he will keep investing, keep risking. A poor person has lost money maybe once or twice, will never hear it again. In fact, the day you mention investment or business in his ear, say, that's how I lost money, I will never. That is why it says the righteous falleth 7 times. Yea, he rise up 7 times again. We are where we are today because we have the largeness to be able to lose money. But when we lose money, we have learned from it and we're going to do it again. In fact, it was when I lost 120 million Nigerian naira in real estate that I made up my mind. I said, you know what? Now this is the business I want to do. I'm not kidding you. And I shut down every other subsidiary. I said, this real estate, now we are going to do it. Because you need to understand how I saw it. I saw it that it couldn't get worse than that. And that it's too late, okay, to start giving up, right? I have already lost money. I've learned from it. It's going to be difficult for somebody to come and collect that kind of money away again from me. So now I can take more risk. Are you learning, guys? If you are learning, type, I'm learning. Come on. I need your energy. By the way, as you're joining us, share this video 50 times on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. On your right-hand side, click on the Facebook party icon, okay, and invite your friends. Come on, let everybody learn from this. So, it's important that you know that many of us have decided to be billionaires because it's easy for us to live in love. It's easy for us to help people. It's easy for us to live in love and not hate. It's easy for us to lose money and let go. It's easy for us to... the one thing I'm just going to take from you is when you take decisions that has the chances of risking people's life. I give you a job as a contractor and you do rubbish on site, there's building collapse, I'm going to fight you. Because that is a wicked act. Because you can kill somebody with that kind of, incompetent building that you've done, right? So, but for me, it's not about the money anymore, right? So you need to learn that. That is the money game. The money game is even when a billionaire is chasing you for money, it's not really the money he's angry about. It's the principle. It's not the money. He's not angry with you about the money. That money, he can let it go. It's the principle. Let me give you an example. If you come to me and you say you need a loan, by the way, I don't give people loan. But if for any reason I give you that loan, most likely I don't need that money because I don't give loan to the tune of a money I cannot forgive. Usually my rule is I only give out the kind of money that I can let go if it's not coming back. That's the only way I can give you money, right? Now, as much as in my mind, I do not need that money back. And most likely, if you even bring it back, I may tell you to put it back again, right? Or I've given it to you. I still will be counting to see whether you bring that money back because it's a matter of principle. What you said to me was that you needed a loan. You didn't say I should ask you money. And I want to see whether you have integrity enough, whether you're disciplined enough, whether you have moral enough to come back, okay, and say, I borrowed this money from you, here's the money. Now, even for any reason you couldn't even afford to give me back that money, I still want to check whether you come back and say, I'm so sorry. I promise to give you back this money at set date. And by the way, don't feel shy if you have blown all this principle. I've blown it too. We've made all this mistake when we were starting too, right? Where you didn't know all these things. But today, these are the habits that got me here. They were not the habit I started with. If I started with them, I would have been a billionaire when I started, right? It was gradually you learn and change. So I expected the person to come back and say, I'm so sorry, I promised you X date. I couldn't meet up, but I'm going to work with this other date. This is how integrity is played. This is what shows you have integrity. This is what shows you have morals. This is what shows that you can be trusted. Okay, come on. How many of you are excited? If you're excited, tap. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm Dr. Stephen Akinta, Africa's most sought after investment coach, serial entrepreneur. I started a business 13 years ago in Nigeria with 1,000 Nigerian naira, just $10 as at that time. And I've grown into multi-billion Nigeria currency, industry, particularly in the real estate sector. Multi-million dollar corporation where we have office in US. We're opening our US office on Monday, and I'm excited. We have office in Dubai, in the UK, and of course in Nigeria. And I'm sharing what has worked, and I'm sharing this with passion because I want to see 10 million people become millionaires through my teachings, particularly those from Africa. I am tired. When you look at anywhere there's poverty, you see anger. Go check it, even in America. When you go to the suburb where there's poverty, that's where there's highest crime. That's where there's highest level of hate. Go check it. It's all over the world. What's happening in Nigeria right now? Insecurity is because there's no jobs, because there's poverty in the system, and that has bred hatred. And you can see there's hatred everywhere, even religious tolerance. You can see it because people are angry. Why are they angry? They are poor. And we can only solve poverty problem by educating the mind. Why do you think our politicians are stealing money in Africa? Wow, Raimi Ismail has shared this video 76 times. 76 times. Whoa! You blow my mind each time. God bless you, my brother. I appreciate you. The Lord bless you. Thank you. God will announce you this year for honoring me with that. I'm grateful. If you have not shared this video, share it 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn. On your right-hand side, click on Facebook Party. Share. Get everybody in here. We want to empower lives. We want to change lives. Wealth begins with the mind. I was born poor, so I didn't become rich with money, with capital. I became rich by changing my mind, renewing your mind. That's how you become wealthy. Are you ready for number 3? If you're ready for number 3, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Rotimi Benga shared this video. You said it's been he's been listening for 60 minutes in Rose Lisa. Okay, good. If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 3, if you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, everybody type ready, 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 ready. I need to engage me. Come on. Share this video again. Share, 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 share. Number 3. What is the money game? Why do billionaires work to get money, to become billionaires, what is the game in their mind? Solomon has shared 30 times. God honor you. Okay? Number 3 is to feed families by creating jobs. Feed families by creating jobs. As I speak to you, okay, direct people who benefit from our company are more than 300 people. If you're happy about that, type I'm happy. People in different parts of the world who work for our company in Dubai. We just added some people in the US. We're adding some people in the UK. We have people in Nigeria who work for our company. Some of them, and there are still, of course, the indirect ones. Some are working as laborers. Some are working as administrative staff. Some are working as marketers. In fact, our marketing chain we have a marketing program that has over 5,000 people. And we're growing that to 100,000 people. So last year, for example, we gave out over 100 million naira in commission. Our company is committed to giving away 15% of our income to what we call commission. People who help us to make those sales, will give the money back to them. And last year, over 100 million naira was given. This year, my goal is to give out 2 billion naira in commissions to people who market our real estate company in Africa, in Dubai. And that's the kind of money they will make. Now, you will say 100 million naira. Yeah, last year, that 100 million naira went into paying school fees for some of those families who got that money. Some of those families were able to feed their family. Some will not have been able to feed their family if our company didn't exist. That's 100 million that we gave out last year, okay, to many of these independent people. And by the way, that didn't include full-time staff, right? So when the number 3 game, the money game of real billionaires who worked hard for their business, who I'm not talking of corrupt politicians, is that you see business. Many times people ask me, how do you see business? I say, I see business as a vehicle to create jobs, right? Sunday, I shared it 1 time. Thank you, Sunday. God bless you. I'm grateful, right? So I see business as an opportunity to create jobs. So for me in Nigeria, people ask me, why? I remember each time I'm outside Nigeria, right? Everybody keep telling me, why are you still in Nigeria? You have enough money to live anywhere. Pack all your investment, leave Nigeria, right? You already have businesses in the UK, you have business in the US, you have business in Dubai. Why are you still investing heavily in Nigeria? I'm telling them, I'm saying you don't get it. The only way to solve the problem in Nigeria is to create jobs. That's the only way I can solve that problem. That's the only way. The more I don't solve that problem of creating job, the more somebody go carry gun because there's no job. He goes carry gun, and guess what? In that process, going to kill somebody. So I don't see entrepreneurship from the way people see it. I see it as an opportunity to feed a family. I see it as an opportunity to help somebody. That's why I said the goal is to give back the money, but in a sustainable way. Dennis has shared 200 groups. Thank you, Dennis. God bless you. Right? So for me, that's the goal. Provide jobs, help people. Stanley, I see you. Stanley Okonkwo, thank you. It's to provide jobs. So each time we create a new company, I'm not seeing from just the angle of money. How much money do I need to feed myself and my family? How much? I'm already blessed. People buy my coat. Do you know that every week I get check from Amazon, right? From these books. I've written 35 books. I make money. I make more money than I can personally spend, even from my books, coaching. I run coaching programs. I speak at events and they pay me for it. Moses has shared 51 times. Thank you, Moses. All right. Tosin shared 80 times. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. So I've made so much money and I'm making enough money to take care of me and my family. So for me, entrepreneurship is not about how much money do I really need. It's about the more we expand the business, the more we've created jobs, the more employees, the more offices we've opened, the more people have to be employed in that office, the more jobs have been created. The more estate we open, the more we employ contractors, we employ security men, the more we employ. So we are changing the system. We are changing the system. I don't know if you agree with me. If you agree, type I agree. I agree, I agree, I agree. So I'm teaching this because I realize the question is, why are you teaching this money game under this Billionaire Habit series? It's so that you understand why you should be a billionaire. 2 poor people cannot help themselves. You are not helping your country, whether you're from Ghana, by being poor. You are not helping the country you come from by being an employee. Because when you are in a country where there's 30% unemployment, the only way you can help that country is to better start a business. That's the way you can help that kind of country. Because you need to get many of those people out of the streets. As long as they remain on the street, they're going to, succumb to anything they see. Kidnapping is #1 now in Nigeria. And many of these bandits say, hey, we couldn't do business. We couldn't succeed. So we just started, kidnapping people. We're making money from it. Why should we stop? So you need to understand this dimension. Why should you be rich? Why should you be a billionaire? You can own businesses that is creating jobs. You can feed families in a sustainable manner. If you come to me today and I gave you $2,000, you're going to blow that $2,000 in 1 week and you're going to come back again and you want more money from me. But if I gave you a job where guaranteed every month, as long as you do the job I'm giving you, you will be getting $2,000. That way, you have now had a stable source of income. Now you can live your life. Now you can plan your life. Now you can take care of your family. This is what the game is about. This is why we do this. This is why we put in energy. We put in effort. I've been doing this 13 years registered company. Why do I go to office when I'm in Dubai? I'm in the office. I'm in the US. I'm in the office. I'm resuming office on Monday in Manhattan. So do I need to? Am I resuming office because I'm broke? Am I resuming office because I need money? No. The more our company grows, the more we are changing lives. The more we are impacting people. So in a sustainable manner. Okay? In a way that is not as if we are creating challenges. Somebody said, how about Beryl Abuja? We launched Beryl Abuja today. One of our new estates is called Beryl Abuja. Beryl Abuja. So it's our latest estate in Abuja. Of course, you can invest if you want to invest in we just launched it. We gave 50% discount. It's ending today. If you don't pay today, you have to pay, the normal price. But thank you for reminding me about that. We had a great time today. I think I shared it on this page, the launch experience. So, number 3 reason, the money game, number 3 money game for billionaires, okay, is to be able to create jobs, create employment, be able to help people. Ask Elon Musk. Go to Elon Musk's factory. You know how many people Tesla has employed? Amazon. You know how many people Amazon has employed? Amazon changed the entire Seattle. Seattle is the only city in America where people who have jobs are still homeless because it has the highest. It's expensive to have an apartment, to have accommodation in Seattle, just because Amazon is there. Okay, because Amazon has created so many jobs, so many people having to move into that small city. Okay, that's where Amazon headquarters is. So you need to understand the dimension of how business work and how this works. Number 4, if you're ready for number 4, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. John White, you're distracting me. I have a training here. Call the office. They can tell you, what's the price next week. Okay? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on. Somebody say, come to Hong Kong and invest. Daniel. Well, reach out to me, right? If we will come, but it's gradual. Let's consolidate where we are. Maybe next year, after the COVID, we could expand to Hong Kong. If there's business opportunities, why not? If you're ready for number 4, type I'm ready, I'm ready. By the way, how many of you are enjoying today's class? If you're enjoying the class, type I'm enjoying it, I'm enjoying it. I'm Dr. Stephen Akintayo, Africa's most sought after investment coach, serial entrepreneur. I started our business 13 years ago as a registered company with just $10, 1,000 Nigerian naira. I've grown it to become a multi-billion-naira corporation, office in US, in UK, in Dubai, and in Nigeria. And I'm sharing principles I've used and some that I learned from other people. Please share this video 50 times. Number 4, okay? Number 4, challenge the political system. Can everybody type challenge the political system? Everybody, come on. I want you to be writing the point. Challenge the political system. One of the things that happened, how many of you know that Jeff Bezos was one of those who kicked out? 2 billionaires were critical in kicking out, Donald Trump from being the president of the US. How many of you know them? 2 billionaires were critical, like they played active role. They didn't even pretend. One of them is Michael Bloomberg, the owner of, Bloomberg TV. Michael Bloomberg, in fact, said at some point he's willing to put in $2 billion USD in that last election. $2 billion. That's how much he wanted Donald Trump out of power. Right? You also have, of course, Jeff Bezos through Washington Post. Jeff Bezos owns Washington Post and was still able to use Washington Post to be so critical of, Donald Trump. And they were part of those who kicked him out, really. Okay? And there were other people, of course. There were other billionaires and millionaires. And some other billionaires supported him. By the way, I'm a Donald Trump fan anyway. But what I'm trying to say here is that being a billionaire gives you the opportunity to be able to challenge the political system. That's the truth. Of course, it makes you give you the opportunity, of course, to influence who is the president, who is the governor. Because before most of these people get elected, right, some of them will need to do fundraisers. And when you're a billionaire, you have money, you're a rich person, you can use your influence to say, I'm going to donate. That's what Michael Bloomberg did. He first, of course, contested, lost the primary, but still went ahead to donate to Joe Biden's campaign and put in a lot of money. So you're able to put in money to support the right candidates that you want to support. You are able to use your money to, of course, influence and help to get whoever you consider to be your right candidate to come to power. Don't let anybody deceive you. If you're from Nigeria, for example, okay, it's believed that Saraki was one of those, Saraki is the former governor of Kwara State and former Senate president of Nigeria. It's believed that Saraki was one of those who rallied around the entrepreneurs, rich people in Nigeria, to vote for President Buhari and kick out President Jonathan. Okay? And entrepreneurs are not emotional. They're not sentimental. I know categorically that Dangote donates to every political party during elections. It doesn't matter. APC, PDP, he just donates across the board. So that when you come to power, you can be favorable to his business. So one of the things that being wealthy helps you to do is that you have power, you have money, right, to be able to influence. You don't have power, by the way. And people, please don't get this wrong. Money doesn't give you power. But you can buy power with money. Can everybody help me type that? Come on, I like that. Money doesn't give you power, but you can buy power with money. I want everybody to type that. That's a powerful quote by Stephen Akintayo. Money doesn't give you power, but you can buy power with money. That's one of the things Trump did. Trump wasn't powerful, but he was rich, but was also able to use his wealth to be able to become the president of the United States of America. Many people didn't know why Trump was powerful. You, as a typical candidate like Joe Biden, you will need to be chartering helicopter, chartering private jet, or taking commercial to go and be campaigning from city to city. Donald Trump literally can just go with his chopper. And you, because you are taking commercial or you are trying to go through whatever route, it may take you one day to cover one city. Donald Trump can do 4 cities in one day or 5 cities in one day because he just go with his private chopper from one place. So they didn't understand how Donald Trump won the election. He had money. He had private jet, he had chopper, he had things that made things easier for him. There are people who have done business with him who even use their own resources to just create things and make things happen. Right? So money puts you in that position. Are you learning, guys? If you're learning, type I'm learning. So many of you who do not like what's happening in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Sierra Leone, in South Africa, in whatever parts of the world you are from, and you really want to change the political system of the country you're from, one of the games you need to first run is the game of being rich first. Because many of you miss it. Same thing in America, right? If people didn't donate, literally people were donating to Obama's campaign. Poor people were donating $2, $5. That's how Obama became the first black president of America. So you need to know that if you really want to create change in Africa, you better have money. Because it's when you have money that you can gradually begin to influence those things. You can do nothing. You just be talking on social media and the real people will be laughing. You just be blabbing and angry and yelling and you're not making any changes. Somebody say, why touch my nose? It's my mannerism. I call it the billionaire nose. And besides, it's my nose, bro. I like the nose. That's why I touch it. Right? Lovely nose. Don't you like it? So stop distracting with all this your silly comment. We're talking about how to make you a billionaire. And it's my nose that's your business. Come on, touch your own. Or don't touch your own. It's your nose. My nose, I can touch it. But it's my mannerism. Every speaker has what we call a mannerism. Some is they do, if you study them, you know every speaker has a mannerism. Mine is I touch my nose often when I speak. Okay, it's just called mannerism. Okay, are you learning, by the way? If you're learning, type I'm learning. But I mean, my nose is popular. I mean, it's one of my signature. It's even how you know my children, my family, you know us by our nose. We have a unique type of nose. Okay, I want it to go viral. The billionaire nose. Come on. You know, when you are wondering like who is a billionaire, you know, how to know a billionaire, just check my nose. If they have my kind of nose, they most likely are billionaires. I'm just joking, by the way. Okay, so number 4 is that if you're really serious about making a difference, it's not just voting alone. You need money to make a political change. You need money. I say it a lot. I say that if you want to see change in the way African Americans are treated, until African Americans work hard to own businesses, to become entrepreneurs, to become wealthy, that they can decide who becomes the president. Let me tell you something powerful about, and this is where the African Americans are still missing it, right? This is where we're still missing it. How many of you have heard about the American Jews? If you've heard about the American Jews, type American Jews. Come on. How many of you have heard about the American Jews? Do you know that it is impossible to become the president of America, okay, without the American Jew support? Do you know that? Literally, it has not happened in like 100 years. In case some of you don't even understand, okay, Bill Gates has an American Jew, he has a Jewish heritage somewhere, in case you don't know. I remember Jerry Kushner is Donald Trump's in-law, and he's said to even be more powerful than Donald Trump, that he determined what Donald Trump was doing in power. So I remember when I realized that Joe Biden was going to win, I was wondering, hey, won't the Jews lose out? Who can guess the powerful Jewish person in the Joe Biden's cabinet? Okay? The second gentleman, that is the husband of the vice president of the United States of America, is a Jew, ladies and gentlemen. The Jewish Phenomenon is a book you want to read. These guys have mastered that it doesn't even matter whether Democrat, Republican, you will find them there. They are already in your cabinet. They are waiting. So when they get into power, they still make sure that you are able to fulfill their Jewish agenda. That is what African American needs to start doing. All this, I am a Republican. You better wake up. Oh, I'm a Democrat. You better enter all parties and work on your finances so that you can influence each party. I know in Nigeria, the day I was told, the governor of Texas goes to his house. In Nigeria, he's one of the highest donors and fundraisers for Texas. And he's of course, Nigerian American. If probably won't even agree he's a Nigerian anymore. Okay? But he's of Nigerian heritage. The guy is a rich man, he's a billionaire. Right? And so imagine you have that across. That's how you begin to determine how things work. Not situations where you are playing victim. Oh, they are cheating us. Oh, they're... And how did the American Jews start that? They realized they were victims. You understand World War II, what happened to Adolf Hitler, and what happened to the Jews, and how Jews were being killed. And when they realized that America was instrumental, okay, to winning the Second World War, they intentionally strategized to constantly be powerful such that Jews are no longer going to be victims anymore, but will be victors anywhere they are. So this is how this thing works, ladies and gentlemen. Are you learning, guys? If you're learning, type I'm learning. Okay, guys, on my page, my number is there. You want to learn Bitcoin, I charge for it. I run coaching on it. Call the office. The number to call is attached to this video. Contact them and learn, stop distracting this training, please. Are you ready for number 5? If you're ready for number 5, type I'm ready. By the way, I'm going to take questions once I'm done. So when I'm taking questions, you can ask me all these questions. You want to do cryptocurrency, you want to do Forex, you want to do whatever. I will answer your question today. And today is the last episode of this Billionaire Habits series. And like I told you, I've turned it to a book. You can go order for the pre-launch copy of the book at www.stephenakitayo.com/billionaire habits. You can order your copy. We're going to make sure you get it before the 1st of May when we're launching it. And there's a bonus attached for you. Okay? There's a bonus attached for you. Okay? So, are you ready for number 5? Number 5. Billionaires' money game is so that they can defend their values. Can everybody type defend so that they can defend their values? Now, one of the reasons you want to be a billionaire is so that you have enough money to defend your values. There are, for example, people who are in the LGBT community. Okay? They believe that it's people's right to be homosexuals, to be gays, to be transgender. And guess what they have decided to do? They have used their money to promote the cause of the LGBT because it aligns with their values. I know an American billionaire that is a Christian. He doesn't believe in the homosexuality thing. And he used billions of dollars, you heard me, billions of dollars to fight homosexuality in his state. And today, his state is still one of those states that does not have laws that supports the LGBT. But this man used billions to defend that value. So one of the reasons why you want to become a billionaire, or the billionaire game, money game that billionaires play, is to have enough money to defend their values, to fight for their values, to push for their values, to say, this is my value, and I'm going to use my money to make sure it happens. There's a guy in Nigeria, I heard it's in Anambra State. He's a billionaire oil baron, oil guy. I heard that he's like the godfather in that state, right? He's been giving the current governor a very tough time in being able to run the state because he just, using his money, wants to install the next governor of that state, right? So, but usually when they ask him what happened, he said the current governor is not promoting his own values. So, you can use money to promote your values, to defend your values, to push your values, to say, this is what I believe in, right? And my city must obey that. And use your money to lobby, to engage politicians and say, if you're going to keep things this way. And this is some of the things that we poor masses do not understand about even politics, right? And that's why I tell people, I say, if Nigeria is going to change, I'm from Nigeria. If Nigeria is going to change, until the middle class, right? The middle class is the ones that are going to make that change. Because the middle class can raise enough money to begin to defend the values that we want to make Nigeria have. The middle class. Those of you in diaspora, by the way, if you are in diaspora, can you type diaspora? Diaspora, you can type the name of your city. If you are African and you do not live in Africa, can you just type the name of the city, US, UK, wherever you live, just type the name of your city. I want to appeal to you, particularly those of you from Africa. You are the one that can change Africa. You cannot tell me that an average African who is not sure of 3 square meal, you expect that person to meet a politician that is saying, I'm going to give you $100. Vote for me. And you think that person will not vote. It is you that need to use your power because you have consistent income. You have consistent income as a result of you work here in diaspora and you earn foreign currency. You can use your influence to begin to talk to your family members in Africa and say, I send you money every month and I'm going to give you money for you to vote a particular candidate or for you to make sure you don't vote another candidate. Until Africans in diaspora begin to understand the power they have. Listen, the money that came into Nigeria, I'm from Nigeria, okay, from Nigerians in diaspora is more than the money that the country made from selling crude oil. in the year 2020. That tells you the kind of power in the hands of those of you in diaspora. It's a whole lot. And until you understand that, you will be missing the game. And you guys are also affected because many of you are tired of where you stay. I know. Some of you are in South Africa, you have seen xenophobia. Some of you are in the US, you've seen so much bigotry, even in the US. You've seen tough times here in the US. And you want to come back home. I watched a video one time, a woman, son, said, we want to come back to Nigeria. And the woman broke down crying. Because the son said he didn't enjoy the school in America. Most of the people, do not treat him well. And he would love to come back to Nigeria. And the mother and the baby literally were crying in that video. It went viral at some point. So I know some of you want to come back home. But we all can make home better when we all put our money where our mouth lies. That's how we can make it happen. Right? We are the one to make it happen. Are you excited about today's class? Come on. If you're excited, type, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. I need your energy. I'm Dr. Stephen Akinta, Africa's most sought-after investment coach, serial entrepreneur. I started a business 13 years ago with $10, 1,000 Nigerian naira. And I've grown it to multi-billionaire corporation with office in Nigeria, in the US, UK, Dubai. And I'm sharing principles that I've used, secrets I've used that have changed my life. And I'm hoping you can use them to build wealth for yourself also. And I want you to share this video 50 times on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. Hit the share button and share, get everybody here. This is the last episode of the Billionaire Habits series. And it's now a book. And you can go order your copy now, right away. Number 6. If you're ready for number 6, type, I'm ready. Number 6, billionaire money game. And when we say money game, we're saying, why billionaire? Why wanting to be a billionaire? Why must you, what is in it for you to want to be a billionaire? Why do billionaires continue to build their wealth? What is it for them? Because they've already made enough money to feed themselves and their families. So why do they keep pushing? That is what we mean by the billionaire money game. We're saying the values, the habits, the reasons why billionaires keep pushing to keep making more money. What are the reasons? What are the real end game? Because if you don't understand the end game, right, you're going to just be thinking, okay, so why do these people, in fact, many people hate people for being rich. And the reason you hate them is because you don't even understand why. And guess what? It's these same people you hate that can help you. Because God forbid today you're sick, you need money, you will still be crying that you need somebody who is rich to help you. Yet you hate that man for being rich. They ask you, why do you hate him? Say, it must be one of the problems. I don't know how he made his money. Maybe it's one of those. Come on. Every billionaire didn't steal money. Every billionaire didn't do money ritual. Jeff Bezos didn't do money ritual. Elon Musk didn't do money ritual. You can be rich legitimately. So, but, God, these people don't even believe God exists. Bill Gates doesn't believe there's God. Yet he's a billionaire. So you need to wash some mindset that you've already had. Some mindset that say it must be diabolical, you must join one cult. All those nonsense. You need to wash yourself. I understand. Well, even if they join cult, the cult is not really why they became rich. Many people, and I'm not talking of corrupt politicians, I'm talking of people who ran business and made money from business, okay, were rich because they offer value in exchange for cash. Go watch the previous episodes, right? So number 6 reason, money end game, is protecting your dignity. Can everybody type protecting your dignity? Protecting your dignity. Okay? Protecting your dignity. So one of the reasons why you want to be a billionaire is so that you can protect your dignity. Let me share a story with you guys. This is a very touching story. The day I heard it, I felt like crying. And, honestly, I made a vow that I'm not going to put my family in a position, particularly my wife, in a position where she's going to be in that position. So this family, they needed money urgently, desperately. And this woman had a boss who had always been, you know how people work in an organization and they have a boss who has been saying, I want to sleep with you. Say, I'm married. Say, and so what? You know, those kind of stuff. And she had that kind of boss. And when things got pushed, they were owing, they've not paid school fees, they've not paid, they were owing rent, things were tough. She went to meet her husband and said, well, one person that I know can urgently bail us out of this financial predicament. Is this my boss that has always been throwing passes at me? Should I go meet him for money? True story, right? And the husband said, it's urgent, we need money. If you can help, go meet him. She went ahead to meet her boss, and the boss said, well, if you want this money, easy. I'll even double the money for you. But guess what? You have to sleep with me. Yes, you have to sleep with me. Of course, the woman went back, of course, declined, went back to her husband, told him, and the husband said, at this point, you have to sleep with the man. We need this money. Do you want us to be blah, 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 blah. True story. This woman slept with this boss. Of course, she lost her job. She got the money, lost her job. In fact, her marriage is in crisis because the same husband who told her to sleep with her boss to collect money to solve their problem, the same man is accusing her now of not being a faithful wife. Can you imagine how poverty can mess your life up? You want to become rich so that your dignity can be protected. I'm not going to bow for somebody because I'm poor. I'm not going to be licking somebody's, feet because I need money from the person. I'm not going to turn myself to a liar, a cheat, an adulterer. If I want to do it for my own sexual lust, that's okay. That's my decision. But not that I am pushed to that, because that woman is obviously no adulterer. She was pushed into that because of poverty. Money, you can use money to protect your dignity. You do what you want, when you want it and how you want it. A guy one time wanted to do business with me and he was rude. I looked at him, I said to him, first of all, the amount you're paying is less than what I'm paying to lodge in my hotel. I'm traveling to the UK. I am not interested doing business with you, sir, because I choose my customer right now. I have dignity at this point. Of course, when I started business, I used to beg. I won't lie to you. People will insult me on phone, say all manner. I'm still begging them. Please, sir, you are one of our special customers. We're sorry, sir. Yes, sir. We're sorry. We're sorry, sir. We're sorry, sir. But today, I choose my customer. Right? I'm doing you a favor. I choose who is my customer today. But that's what money can do. Because I know that if you don't buy from me, there are many, many more who wants to buy. So I can afford to do shakara right now. But you also want to build your wealth to that point where your dignity is intact. Come on, I mean, if you're enjoying this, if you're enjoying type, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Your dignity is intact. That's why if you look at billionaires, I don't care, how humble they are. These are people who take nations. Bitcoin literally rose because of Elon Musk's tweet. In fact, Elon Musk has decided now is reducing his tweeting because it moved market price. A whole stock crashed because Elon Musk just decided to tweet something. Another stock decided to rise up because Elon Musk said something. That's what being number one richest man in the world does. That's what being a Dangote does. That's what being a billionaire does. Your words move mountains. Your word changes nation. Your words change a whole... It changed government policy. You say A, government will change policy because you've spoken. There's power in being wealthy. You want to take... And this is why people choose the billionaire game. That's why... Jack literally, his tweet was one of the biggest push for NSAS movement in Nigeria. They literally had to come for him because, and even say they take him to court because the guy wanted to even relocate to Nigeria if not for COVID. So the guy in his mind was a Nigerian. That's why he had to Musk change Dodge. Yeah, absolutely. Look at how even Donald Trump increased the share of one particular social media before they now yank them off. So there is power in dignity. And you can fight your dignity, you can protect your dignity when you are a billionaire. You can protect your dignity. You can choose certain things. Do you even know that you can ask, even in America, when, except in very serious cases, if a billionaire will even be jailed, it's still one of the most expensive private prisons they take the billionaire to. Yeah, there are privileges being a billionaire, so I don't know what you're waiting for. Now, please let me say this for those of you who are watching this for the first time. If this is your first time, type my first time, my first time, my first time. This is probably episode 10 of this series. It's been running for over a month. To be a billionaire is not a get rich quick, it's not MMM, it's not something sudden. It begins with your habits. Your habits will then change your decisions. Your decision is now what will make you a billionaire. So what we're teaching here is the billionaire habits, right? And what we are focusing when we say become a billionaire, we're not saying you do something now, tomorrow abracadabra, you're a billionaire. That's not what I'm teaching. Please, if that's your mindset, you leave this. This is not for you. This is not for you. What we are teaching is that what are the habits that you can start today? 13 years from now, just like I've done it, you can boast that you're a multi-millionaire in dollars. If you're from Africa, you can boast that you're a billionaire in your African currency. And by the way, I just started. My goal is to become a billionaire in USD. And I'm doing a training in May. I'm hosting Grant Cardone, a billionaire in dollars. I'm hosting John Maxwell, not a billionaire, but great leadership coach who coaches billionaires. I'm hosting Les Brown, coaching successful people. I'm hosting Ryan Sarhant. Ryan is the #1 property broker in the world. He's done over $1 billion in transaction, right? I'm hosting Billionaires in Dollars in May 1st on my conference, right? And we're going to be hosting people all over the world. You better go register if you want to attend the event. So for me, is we're changing the world. We're changing Africa. We're changing people's mindset. We're changing how you think, because your habit determines your decision. Your decision determines your destiny. Habits determines decision. Decision determines destiny. So your decision determines whether you're a poor man or you're a rich man. But that decision is determined by your habits. Because habits are little things you do over and over again and again and again. Little, but you keep doing them. Consistently do them. Sometimes you don't even know you're doing it, but you're doing it. For example, touching my nose is a habit, right? And because I touch it often, my nose is fairer than my other part of my face. You see that? So my touching of my nose has determined the destiny of the nose to make it fairer than my other part of my body. That's humorous. That's funny, but that's the truth, right? So your habit determines your decision. Your decision determines your destiny. Are you blessed? If you're blessed, type I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Come on. If you're blessed, type I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Number 7, which is the last one. If you're ready for number 7, type I'm ready, I'm ready. So being a billionaire is your duty. It's not an option. It's not something you feel like doing. It's your duty if your dignity is important to you. Let me say that again. Somebody should help me type it. Being a billionaire is a duty if your dignity is important to you. Let me say it again. Becoming a billionaire is your duty if your dignity is important to you. I want everybody to type it. Come on. Becoming a billionaire is your duty if your dignity is important to you. Because trust me, your dignity is at stake if you're not a billionaire. Because having that kind of money, you make choices. Nobody can just force anything down your throat. You have enough money to fight them. You have it. You do. You can fight the legal system. You can, create PR nightmare. You have the money to do it. Okay? Number 7, if you're ready for number 7, type number 7, number 7, number 7. Come on, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, everybody. Let's do this. Let's end this in a very exciting way. Number 7, the billionaire money end game is to leave a legacy. Can everybody type to leave a legacy, to leave a legacy, to leave a legacy? I'm a billionaire. I've worked hard to be a billionaire, and I'm working harder to even be a billionaire in dollars, because I'm leaving legacy for my children, for the generations unborn. One of the projects I intend to build is the largest university in the world that is going to be teaching money. And we're going to have campuses all over the world. It's going to be the largest university in the world. It's one of my goals. That's one of my legacy projects. One of my legacy projects is to send 10 million kids to school before I leave this earth. That some way, some form, at some point, I have paid the tuition fee of 10 million kids, particularly from Africa. It's one of my legacy projects. That when I'm long gone, I've built cities, green, smart homes in Africa. Between the year 2035, we're building 25,000 green and smart homes. We will be the largest green and smart home developer in the world by the year 2035. That's part of our goal. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand that we become a billionaire. We're working hard to be a billionaire because we are leaving a legacy for generations unborn. I went to Manhattan the other day, and they were showing me John D. Rockefeller's legacy. I don't know if you know John D. Rockefeller. If you know him, type, I know him, I know him, I know him. John D. Rockefeller is the first human being in the world to become a billionaire in dollars. Oh, John D. Rockefeller is a great man. Okay, the man literally revolutionized the entire real estate industry as well as the oil business, right? His business had to be pieced, because he was richer than the country. John D. Rockefeller was richer than America at some point. Okay? John D. Rockefeller was richer than America. Do you know what that means? Okay? Prayer says he wants to host me in Canada. Why not? Just reach out to the number attached to this video. They've pinned the number you can call. Okay, so by the way, you can start typing your questions now. I'm going to answer your questions. So I went to Manhattan and I was seeing John D. Rockefeller Center, images, art that John D. Rockefeller donated, churches that John D. Rockefeller built, and how the man was literally, you can call him the godfather of Manhattan. John D. Rockefeller. Legacy. And we're talking about, as at the time I went, it's his grandchildren that are alive. So now he has, of course, to the 6th generation, because his grandchild, one of John D. Rockefeller's grandchild, died at 10 something. So even his grandchildren are 100 and something, right? So he has already had to the 6th generation, but we are still talking about John D. Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller. Legacy. Leaving a legacy. What will we remember you for? It's not about how long. It's about what the things, the impact, how you change the earth while you are here. But you can't change the earth being poor. You need money to change the world. You need money to make a difference. Bill Gates is beginning to, help African nations to reduce maternal mortality. Bill Gates is beginning to help Africa, on health issues and all of that. He cannot do that without money. He cannot do that if he's not the richest man in the world. Climate change, energy. He's doing those changes because he's rich, man. You want to really make a change in this world, you better be rich. The Bible says the wisdom of the poor is despised. Let me say that again. The wisdom of the poor, despised. Nobody cares. You say, oh, I'm wise. They say, we don't care. We don't care about your wisdom. The wisdom of the poor is despised. You are considered unwise when you're poor. In fact, the wisdom of the poor is mocked. They will mock your wisdom. Right? Because people believe your result is what terminates your insult. When I started this show, for example, imagine how people would have mocked me if they couldn't Google about me and discover that I'm the owner of one of the biggest real estate companies in Nigeria. See how many people have mocked me. Oh, he said he's teaching. By the way, is the teaching good or not? If it's good, type is good. Now, with all this good teaching I'm doing, with all the fact that you and I know what I'm teaching you is the truth, if there was no result to back my teaching up, you will mock me. In fact, there will be more people mocking me on this call than those who support what I'm teaching. There will be more people laughing and play. And in fact, occasionally, all through the over a month that I've been teaching this series, some people are just meeting me for the first time, occasionally just join and just start laughing. Right? Some of them is towards the end, and I say, okay, the way this guy is teaching, obviously he can't be a poor man. Then they go and do research. And I say, some even will reach back to me privately and say, I'm sorry, the negative comment I made, I didn't know you before. Obviously, you're a big man. Sorry, and just get out. You should have used Google first. Google is your friend. There are 2 G's you need, God and Google. God gave you 2 eyes, 2 nose, and 1 mouth. God wants you to see twice. Gives you 2 ears. He wants you to listen twice. Then you talk once. So you don't just join somebody's Facebook page and he says he's teaching you how to become a billionaire. And the first thing, are you a billionaire? Go and Google it. Wouldn't Google give you a better answer than what he will tell you? Go and do your own research. Don't just come and talk. Okay? And this is why wisdom shouldn't be free. It's in the Bible. It says he said, listen, let me say this. He said, do not give a foolish man your wisdom. He will despise it. He will mock it. That's why the food that are meant for children, you don't give it to dogs. Jesus said it. Not Stephen Akita. Before you say I call people dog. Jesus said it. Jesus, a woman came. By the way, if it was this generation, they would say Jesus hates women. A woman came and wanted help. And Jesus said, you are not a Jew. Because at that time, it was for Jews. Jesus said it. He said, no. The food that are meant for children. In fact, the woman was, and this is one of the things why, one of my mentees said it, and I'm all in for it. 2 P's you cannot afford to have in your life. 2 P's. I want everybody to write it down. 2 P's you cannot afford to have in your life. Poverty and pride. Everybody, I want you to write it down. Poverty and pride. You cannot be poor and proud at the same time. You cannot. If you are going to be proud, be rich. Be rich. Right? If you are going to be proud, be rich. If you are going to be poor, be humble. So that at least people will consider your humility and help you. But for you to be poor and proud together, it's a disaster. God himself cannot help you. God can't help you. The Bible says, God resists the proud. A proud man, God is the one pushing you down. Saying you can't go up. You, arrogant. You can't have those 2 P's. You can't be poor and you are proud. When I meet people who have more money than I do, I listen to them. I keep quiet when they talk. When I meet people who are richer than I do and I'm trying to learn about money, I don't talk. I'm so humble. All this one you see me talk, I'm quiet. I'm writing. I'm listening. Because you are ahead of me. I want to know what you know. Some of them will even say, speak up, Stephen. I say, no, I want to listen, sir. I'm here to learn. We're in an arrogant generation. Everybody knows because social media. You listen twice, you talk once. Social media is no license to talk twice and listen once. Listen twice, talk once. Listen twice. If you are serious about building your destiny and your finances, humble yourself and start listening more than you talk. Humble yourself and start going to people who have what it takes to change your life. And stop playing this game of I know it too. I have something also. Me too, I know, it's wrong. It's wrong how? Have you done it better than him? Do you know the result better than him? Okay, where is your own result that cancel what he has said? People literally will just come and just talk rubbish. Result terminates insult. When somebody who has result at something is talking, you listen. You don't need to agree. Many of the strategies that have been taught by my mentor, when I first heard it, I say, Oga, are you sure we should do it? Say, hey, I said, so, I'm sorry, sir. Obviously, you have tested it before. You have tested it before. But it always sounds weird. Because if those things were to have sounded okay, everybody would have been doing it. The secret to wisdom is simple, but it's rare. When you hear it, it sounds simple, but it's rare. People don't do it. If they do it, we all will have been rich now. The secret to becoming a billionaire is simple, but it's hard to execute. If it was easy to execute, we all will be doing it. We all will be doing it, but it's hard to execute. Discipline yourself to do it is hard. I'm running a training right now. I'm hosting many of my mentors, and it's costing me, almost about $150,000 to host them. Grant Cardone, Les Brown, Ryan Sargent, John Maxwell, hosting all of them to speak for me. Right? But I'm glad paying that money, because the things I'm still going to be learning, sharing the same stage with this caliber of people, is priceless. That's how you humble yourself. You don't say, but I'm Stephen Akita in Nigeria. I have one of the biggest estates. What will John Maxwell want to teach? What Grant Cardone too is doing real estate, but in Nigeria, which will they do our own? Hey, no. He is ahead. Learn. Listen. Pay. Grant Cardone right now trains all my sales team. All my sales team, I've subscribed to Grant Cardone's training. Right? On sales. Because I want to go up. Somebody's ahead of me. I want to know what he knows. I'm ready to pay any price. And it costs me a lot of money. But I'm paying. To say, no. My people must know what I went to Grant Cardone's office. I saw sales machines. You better avoid Grant Cardone's staff. Else, by the time you are leaving there, money has left your pocket. They are good at selling. So I knew that I want my staff to be also that good in selling. So I said, no, I want to subscribe for all of them. Go and subscribe. It's costing me a lot of money, but yeah, you must learn. But that's the attitude that billionaires have. They are humble to learn. When Bill Gates was to move to Africa and start investing in Africa, he had to get closer to Dangote. Because, yeah, he has the money, but Dangote has the knowledge of how the African system works. So he had to humble himself, way richer than Dangote, but because at that point, Dangote is his mentor on how to help Africa. That's how this thing works. But you see poor people arrogant. What does he know? Why is he charging me this? Why will he say he want to collect this kind of money from me? For what? What are they talking about? And you are wondering why you are poor. Because rich men are always learning. They are always spending money. They are not learning from you. Let me say this to you. I have a rule to mentorship. If you don't have better result than me, you do not qualify to teach me. I don't care what you're talking about. I can only learn how not to do it from you. But you must have more result than I do. So a lot of time, what you are missing is that when you meet a rich man, you think he's arrogant. No, he's not. He knows you cannot teach him. You don't have the result. He doesn't want to waste his time. So you come to him and say you are giving him advice. I heard the story about telecom giants from Nigeria. So you have his meetings, right? And you can see somebody is saying this, you are distracting me. I'm not even going to answer you. So he had his meetings with his guys. And then one of them, each time he raised this suggestion, this particular Nigerian billionaire in the telecom sector, this guy, after the chairman of the company has said, I said, chairman, this is your idea, fantastic. But you see, I have 2 strategies on even making this your idea better. He did it the first time. He did it the second time. The 3rd time, the chairman said, you are fired. You are fired. If you know that much, why are you not the one that is the MD of this company? Why? Why must I, the chairman, make a suggestion? Then you will now start lashing on my suggestion. Rubbish. If you are this good, you will be the chairman. You'll be the chairman. Now, this is not to say billionaires don't listen. They don't do anything without listening to people working with them. But in that area, for example, I can have a lawyer working with me, and I will never make any legal decision without my lawyer. You know why? In that legal profession, that lawyer is the best, is the boss. Is this making sense at all? If it's making sense, type is making sense, guys. But in the concept of how to run the business, I am the boss now. So make sure you understand how this thing works. Another thing that I think is important, these are just bonus points. You know, you need to also understand, you see now, is to understand how to work on your self-esteem when you are dealing with successful people. Else, naturally, you will hate successful people because you will think they are attacking you. Some people already, and this is a teaching, they already replying me. Have you noticed? They are not even listening twice. I just taught them to listen twice now, but they're already replying me. The chairman doesn't know it all. Did I say he knows it all? Right? Because I just help you to explain that answer now. Right? The man employed you to be a lawyer. You're good at law. That's why he employed you. But not the things that he's good at, he has results in. He will state it, then you now come and begin to criticize it and twist it. And if you are really that good, you will have been the one that owned that real estate company or that owned that telecom company. So one of the principles of billionaires, they don't take advice from people who don't have result. Because we will now go and do what you advise, we will lose money. Then you will now say, I'm so sorry, I didn't know that's how it works. So they only work on proven result. That's why they pay consultants. That's why every big organization pay consultants. You have JP Morgan, you have all these big consultants, they pay money. Because those people have tested it, they've proven that that thing works. Okay? They've proven. So work on your self-esteem when you are around successful people. Because oftentimes when they talk, it's almost as if they're attacking you. And guess what's happening? It's just your low self-esteem displaying itself. They are not attacking you. They don't even know your story. So calm down. They don't know your story. I remember I was gisting with somebody who used to manage a radio station, and she was chatting me how, you know, she felt that the radio station management wanted more from her. And I was telling her what she missed out. At some point, she became so defensive. I had to say, Madam, calm down. I'm not the one that employed you. You are the one that even told me the story. I don't know the station, so calm down. She later had to reverse me and said, I'm so sorry. I get it. You're really trying to help me. Because I had to tell her, I said, I don't even know the station people. I don't know. It's you. This advice is to help you so that next time you get another job, you navigate it better. She had to correct herself. I said, I'm so sorry. I get it. You know, but I just almost felt. So work on your self-esteem so that you're not always like feeling like you are being attacked. When they are not attacking you, they're just showing you. Let me tell you one of the what helped me to become this successful. I had a mentor who is so brutally honest. When my mentor enters my office in those days in Lagos, he will lambast me in presence of all my staff. He will lambast me in the presence of my staff over how he felt I was running the business. Lambast me in their presence. Sometimes he will lambast me. I wasn't comfortable. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't like it. I've never liked it. But that man changed my life. Because today, let me tell you the truth. One of the reasons why I got here, there are few truths that I cannot take. There are few truths. You'll be saying like this, I even know I'm not comfortable with it, but I will learn it and I will go and work on that truth you have said. And he helped me to build that part of me. Prior to meeting him, and it was easy because I knew he didn't hate me. He wanted me to succeed. Prior to meeting him, I used to, when you are criticizing me, I'm just so guided. You know, I'm just, you know, I'm not that way. I'm not like that. I'm not, you know, you don't understand me. It's you that don't know me. It's you that don't get me. It's you that just, again, you people don't understand me. But today, through the help of that person, I have realized that sometimes the people who criticize you the most are your best friends. Some even were criticizing you because they hate you, but their criticism is going to make you better. And in future, the same people will come back and say, wow, see how your life has turned out so good. Listen, one of my biggest reasons for success was my father. Because I watched my father just giving excuses, okay, for why he couldn't pay our bills, why he couldn't send us to school. And my mother had to work hard to raise 5 children. And I vow I'm not going to be that. It's better I work myself to death than my children watch me playing Ludo with my destiny. It's better I work myself to death, working hard till I die. If I vow, I remember telling my wife this, I said, I would rather keep failing, working hard and keep failing, and my children watch their daddy work hard, okay, than to live a life where I have given up because I have failed in some things, and I cannot do what I'm supposed to do as a father, which is part of it, include being a provider for my children. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So work on yourself, work on your emotions, work on your ego, work on your self-esteem. If you do not do, that is your enemy. The enemy against your billions is you. Let me say that again. The enemy of your billions in dollars or naira or Ghanaian cedis or whatever is you. You are your number one biggest enemy when it comes to becoming a billionaire. You are your number one biggest enemy when it comes to becoming a billionaire. Let me repeat it again. I want everybody to help me type it. You are your number one biggest enemy when it comes to becoming a billionaire. You are your number one biggest enemy when it come to becoming a billionaire. I've said this again, and many of you are just wasting time arguing. You don't waste your time. Let me say this. You do not criticize people who are ahead of you if you want to get the kind of success they have. I repeat myself again. You do not criticize those who are ahead of you if you want to get their kind of success. If you want to become a billionaire, you do not criticize billionaires, except you understand what is going on. Somebody is saying rubbish here about Dangote. Go and check it. Dangote got his first loan, 500,000 naira from his uncle. Dan Tata was already a billionaire way back in the 80s. The Dangote story is a clean story. Does government help him today? Yes, but that's natural. It's just like Stephen Akintayo. Mark my word, 20 years from now, all African countries outside Africa will be giving me land to come and build a state for them. Will it now be fair for you to tell me there is African countries that made me rich? Come on, answer me. You know, today we don't have a single government that we are working with. We are not partnership with any government agency in building estates. But mark my word, as a result of the success we will get from the estates we are building now, government will come to us and say, take land, build, give us some. Will it be fair for some of you 20 years down the line to say it was government that made me rich? Was I not wealthy already before government came and said, you know how to do this real estate thing very well? Can we partner with you? It's taking government years. They cannot maintain a single refinery. Dangote is building his own refinery now. The thing is almost completed. They just launched the fertilizer plant. Okay? And he's running the thing well. Government can't run it. You now hear that, you know, somebody made money, government partner with you, and I say it's government. He's using the money of government. It's poor people. It's just so much of, this is part of what we're saying. You don't just criticize something without facts. To become wealthy is not a joke. Before government will be confident to do business with you, do you know how far you'll have gone? At my level, no state government has approached me yet. Even at my level. Yet I have properties in billions. They have not even approached me yet. Do you know what track record you need to have before government start approaching you? Even the politician, you say, oh, politician gave him money. Do you know how much success you must have before politician will trust you with their stolen money? You guys just think this whole success thing is Ludo. If that's how easy it is, why have they not given you money? Why has politicians not called you to say they want to give you money to help them do business with it? Why? Wake up. There is a minimum success level you must attain before certain things begin to work. And it's natural. At that point, you are even the one doing them a favor. The last time we did press interview, when I was in Lagos, Nigeria, the press guys were asking me, if Lagos state government comes to you, right, to say you should come and be building houses for them. Will you build? I said, well, I will only do it on certain conditions. I said, because it must be in the lifetime of that government. Because I know how government work. Me, I will literally be thinking I'm doing the governor a favor. He will beg me. I will sign a deal with him. His predecessor will come and cancel the whole thing and say they gave me favor. And meanwhile, I have gotten money from diaspora. I have gotten money from abroad to come and invest and build all those estates. A new governor will come and cancel the entire thing and claim it's all corruption. That is why Nigeria has not been growing. Because everybody is just claiming stories. It's just the way it works. So there's a level of, and I told her, I said, look, as far as I'm concerned, I am not sure I want to even do business with government, Nigerian states. I said, because you will partner with a governor, you will look for the money, or he will tell you he doesn't have money, he will give you land. Go and look for money and start building. You will use people's money that they gave you, that they trusted you and gave you, you start building. One governor will just come, and once he says it in the newspaper, we are cancelling our project with GTEx because the former governor did rubbish. You Nigerians will not even ask questions. Is this thing true? You just say, hey, you see, we knew it. You won't even ask questions. You won't. And that's why Nigeria is not making progress. Most African countries, we're not making progress because we're not consistent with government policies. There are certain policies that Donald Trump started, like the one with China. Has Biden changed it now? Because there's consistency. You even the one with Nigeria. Some of you are happy because you thought that as soon as Biden comes, they are just going to change everything, like the Dropbox. Before now, once you have Nigerian 2-year US visa, the subsequent visa, you do not need to renew it. You just do what called Dropbox. Joe Biden has insisted that he's continuing that policy, even though Trump started it. Because you will see in developed world consistency of process, of consistency of policies, right? But the white man has deceived Africans to believe that everything about why Africa is not working is corruption. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. The biggest scam in the world is the colonial masters and the white masters that Africa is listening to. Germany, UK, US. They are your biggest problem. Let me tell you how. They continually want you to hate your leaders. And by the way, this is not an excuse. I hate politicians. Nigerian politicians they're just dummies. But I need you to know that you hating your political leaders favors the Western world. You know why? What is the real problem of Africa? Africa will sell crude oil to the Western world at a price the Western world fix, and go back and buy refined petrol from the Western world. And you don't think something is wrong with that? Africa will sell cocoa to the Western world, including UK, that claim they love Nigeria. They will buy cocoa from you in Nigeria, unrefined cocoa, at the price they fix. They fix the price. Come back and sell to you chocolate at a higher price. You think something is not wrong with that? The same thing they have continued to do. They plunder you. They make sure you are fighting. Most of the banditry happening in the north is because of gold. Because the Western world will still they feed off your crisis. They will keep coming, taking the gold at low price. Once there is crisis, they can buy your gold at ridiculous prices. You will not waking up, Africa. You don't even know your enemy. They have convinced you to fight each other. It's the slavery culture in a slave setting. The slave master tells you that whoever can fight the other slave will be promoted. That's what we've been doing in Africa. You hate yourselves. Okay, Africans in the US, how many of you have partnered together to build the largest healthcare system in the US that you are owning it? How many of we are the largest? We have the largest, the largest number of doctors are mainly from Nigeria and other African countries. Nurses. If not for African nurses and doctors, American healthcare system will have collapsed under COVID. How come all these people have not come together? No, I'm not saying you should build the healthcare in Nigeria. Build it in America. Own it. But let it be that it's you Africans that own it. When have you done that? You hate yourselves. You not come here and be telling me Dangote or military. Wake up. You hate yourselves. You hate yourself. And they have continued to convince you to hate yourselves. And you are not, your eye has not opened up. You see somebody, so it's called crap mentality. Once one African is successful, you see the Western world will write one rubbish about the person. All of you will now start talking. Yes, it's true. The person is bad. The person is this. And you pull down the person. They almost did it to Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. And we keep falling on into this trap. And you're not even waking up. And say, how can we feed Africa? If you, okay, let me tell you this. If your America or US really like Nigeria, should they not have partnered with Nigerian government to build refinery? Should they not have partnered with Nigerian government, okay, to begin to process cocoa? If they truly care. All these people are telling you that all your leaders are corrupt, they stole money. If they truly care, should they have waited for 20 years to return Abacha $300 million after the banking system in America had used the money for 20 years, over 20 years? They will now return the money to you, money that had already devalued. Was that $300 million that same value 20-something years ago when Abacha sent it abroad? They will not even send it to you almost as if they are doing you a favor. You now start fighting yourself. They just send one to Delta State now. Delta and government, they are fighting. You don't wake up and realize how this thing is working. Oh yeah, I have asked you a question. We have the largest number of people in the healthcare system in Nigeria, in the US and in the UK. How come you Africans watching me have not come together, set up a company, set up a cooperative, and build your own healthcare system in America? Forget Nigeria. Forget Africa. Why have you not done it? Why? Why have you not done it in the UK? Why? Why? It is a mental conditioning they've given you and you will not learn. Many of you will now come and better get out of my Facebook wall, arguing over what is not. The real enemy always is the strategy. I can hide myself. Okay? Once I am able to make you people fighting yourself, me, I'm the one telling this one to fight the other one. I'm the one telling the other one to fight the other one. But me, I can hide myself. I can hide myself. And you will keep fighting each other. Tin. You fight. Let me tell you the truth, in case you don't even know. Do you know, many of you are watching me, without corruption, to build the Nigerian transportation system, rail, power, roads, you will need more than $1 trillion. You think with the way the Western world is buying your crude oil, the time now that they realize they don't have crude oil again, they said there's climate change. Now they don't want to use crude oil. Suddenly Africa will become poor again. Now, the question is, do you think all the crude oil they are selling, corruption or no corruption, you need, and I'm not, without stealing money, it's been proven that what is needed to build the infrastructure in Africa is more than $1 trillion. And that's a small money, because in fact, even in America, go check the budget of America, they use more than that. Where will Nigeria get that money? They don't even have it. Stealing or no stealing, they don't even have the money. Go and watch Blood Diamond. Thank you, my brother. Go and watch Blood Diamond. You will understand how the Western world keep dividing us. Anybody that is a billionaire in Africa, they have a way to twist your story, and your people too will hate you. Okay? Come on. Wake up. And their own billionaires, they keep hailing them. Wake up. Wake up, guys. Wake up. I will never forget when SSC, what's their name? There's a government body wanted to go after Elon Musk. Donald Trump released a message. He said, Elon Musk is one of the brightest Americans that we have. We must protect him. How many times will you hear a Nigerian president say that about an entrepreneur in Africa? He said, we must protect him. This guy can't fall. His business is employing people, creating jobs. You can't bring him down. We need to see beyond the picture. Even if they say he's committed something wrong against the policy of the stock exchange, we have to correct it and find a way. But this guy can't go down. We need him. We need him. That's how the Western world continue to grow. And we continue to be the victim. And the day they don't need you, the day they don't have labor, they will still make the thing juicy, make their immigration suitable. All of you will rush down to America, rush down to UK. As soon as their own people too knows the job, what do they happen? They start forming tough, immigration policy to lock you back to your city. Wake up. Stop fighting yourselves. Africa must wake up and realize that we are not the problem. In fact, we think this way because of the Western powers. We think this way because we were slaves. Don't forget, your great-great-great-grandfather, my great-great-great-grandfather were slaves. And there was a way they conditioned our mind. And that thing continued to pass on from one generation to the other. Right? And they continue to perpetuate those things. If the Western world love Africa, they will have made sure they partner with Africa that we are sustainable. We do not need to be buying refined petrol from any Western world. They will have made sure that happened years ago, not even now. If the Western world truly care about us, they will have made sure that we are able to process our own cocoa and we can turn it to chocolate and export the chocolate. You don't even understand. Look, why do you think Ngozi wanted to become the trade DG? Even the trade is not balanced. It's not balanced. When you want to send your cocoa, they will put tariff on it. Make sure you are selling it at a cheap price. When they are bringing in your chocolate, they will force your government, okay, to give them discount to make sure their chocolate can come into Nigeria or Ghana or any of this country without any tariff. And the excuse they even give is that, oh, your cocoa is substandard. And because of that, they are doing something on it. So what is happening is that trade is not balanced. You are paying little, for the things you are giving them. You are paying them more to collect the things they are able to trade. What my eye realized during Donald Trump over trade balance, my eye were open about the trade imbalance in the world and how people can literally turn you to a slave because of imbalance in the trade. Right? So, for example, many of you hate Buhari and you are going to report to UK. Who made Buhari president of Nigeria? Is it not the UK government? They are the #1 supporter of Buhari. Who brought Buhari to power? Was Obama's government not in support of Buhari? Right? Now you will not come and begin to talk Western world. Which Western world are you calling? They put these guys there. Is UK going to tell me they didn't know Buhari was not competent? Are they going to tell me they don't have Buhari's medical record? That the man is sick and cannot govern? So why did they support him? They want us to remain slaves. And today we are now teaching you how wealth works, how you should deliver yourself. You now start arguing over Dangote is a liar. What's your business with that? Learn what I'm teaching you. Become a Dangote yourself. When you become your own Dangote, choose not to do monopoly. Abi, why do you waste your energy on what doesn't matter? You become a Dangote and choose not to do monopoly. The same way people will tell me, rich people don't help people. You become rich now and choose to help people. See, is there fight there? Is there fight? Oh, the pastor, he has buried 20 cows. That's why people go to his church. Why not you bury 100 cows? He buried 20. And he got that number of people. You bury 100. Is there fight? Let me say this and I'll wrap up with this as I start taking your question. I have met several billionaires in my life. I'm yet to meet a billionaire that is a gossiper. I have met several billionaires in my life. I'm yet to meet one that is a gossiper. Okay? Because the energy that you use to gossip to fight Dangote,
You can use that same energy to start your business, small. 20 years down the line, you are almost as big as Dangote. But you know what? You are not going to use that energy. Many of us, we enjoy criticizing, bringing others down. I have never seen a billionaire that is a gossiper. He doesn't have the time. He would rather use that time to grow his business. He's busy. Oh, you know that Steve Akita guy, one thing I don't like about him, he's too arrogant. Oh, you that you are humble. Mr. Humility. You know, one of the things I don't like about Steven, the way he talks like he's clinical. Okay, you, how about the way you talk? How about you? The reality you need to face is no human being is perfect. That's why they are human beings. They're not perfect. Everybody has their flaws. And if you are going to be wealthy, one of the things you have to overcome, okay, is realizing that nobody is perfect and you still need to deal with them. You can't be rich without working with people. You can't. Good, bad, ugly. You can't. You have to still work with people. This is one of the aspects that my wife and one of my closest confidants, we always fight over. Right? When they report this person, this is your staff, you can't trust this staff, you can't do this. I'll say, look, okay, if I chase this staff, who else will I work with? The one that is coming, do I know whether his behavior is worse than this one? Is that this one is stealing? Okay, this one stole 2 naira. Where is the guarantee that the next one that is coming will not steal 10 million? Okay, so wake up. The secret to success is understanding that no human being is perfect and people have the right to be themselves. And let them be. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I've met billionaires that we are meeting and they are smoking and they are drinking. I don't do it. But I'm not going to go there and say, I'm so sorry, I don't smoke, I don't drink. Hey, the guy wants to give me a job and I'm saying I don't smoke, I don't drink. Am I okay? My own is not to drink because I don't do it. But let him drink his drink and smoke his smoke. It's his business. I'm not going to tell him you will die. Too much smoking will kill you. I'm not going to say it. It's his business. My own is that we have business to carry out. Let's do our transaction. That is why many of you are poor. You are doing what we call busybody instead of facing your business. Facing your business will make you rich. Facing other people will make you poor. Because that is the way to gossip. So face your life. Face yourself. Use that energy that you are using to hate this person, hate that person. Use it to build your own empire. Guys, I don't have energy to hate anybody. As you see me so, I don't have the energy. Go and ask my clients. Some of them will come and report, this other company that sell real estate, I don't trust them. They cheated me. I say, well, it is well. Every company with their policy, they have their rights. We don't do that here, but I respect that other company's right. Okay? You will never hear me bring down another company. I don't do it. I don't have that energy. If I remember me to one client, I said he refused to do business with me because he messed up a real estate company in my presence and I refused to join him. I told him, clear cut, when he now met me later. I said, the reason I didn't buy property from you that day, I was telling you that this other real estate company, I paid them money for one estate, they gave me another estate. Instead of you to criticize them, you said, at least they gave me estate. And I felt that, no, I'm not going to do business with you. Instead of you to correct them, I said, first of all, is their real estate my real estate? Second of all, what is my business with their own business? Right? Third of all, does me criticizing them and lambasting them in your presence, does that change what happened between you and them? How does that add money to my pocket? Third of all, it's just not in my character. I don't need to bring somebody else down to fly. You didn't buy from me. Others bought. And are you not, because he now even met me when we opened our Dubai office. I said, others have bought. We've moved on, bro. I don't gossip. I don't have the time. I don't have time to bring down other people. Because even me, I get my own. I know perfect. So which one be my own now? I'm not perfect. Because it gets me really cranky When I meet people who just waste energy, you criticize others, you bring them down. Oh yeah, oh guy, you perfect. You get your own now. Oh, I don't like that guy. He gets angry too much. Okay, you uncle. Your own problem is that you don't get angry at all. It's also bad. It's also bad. Because things go bad under your watch. Because you just cannot look at people and say the truth and say, hey, what you do is wrong. So stop this culture of, because you ain't going to build well that way. Mind your business. Thank you, Samuel. Where to? That's how to be rich. For you to become a billionaire, you need to mind your business. Can somebody help me type that quote? For you to become a billionaire, you need to mind your business. Let me say it again. Please let me type it. Everybody, type this now. Everybody, as we wrap up. Right now, you can start typing your question. Some of you typed question earlier. I've not started taking the question. So you can start typing them again. Everybody type it. For you to become a billionaire, you must mind your business. I want every single person watching me to type that. Because when you type something, it helps it to stick. Quote by Stephen Akintayo, for you to become a billionaire, you need to mind your business. So 2 things I'm going to share with you. First of all, I am happy to announce to you, you can now order for the pre-launch copy of this book. It's called Billionaire Habits. Let me show you the cover, though we're editing the cover a bit. I'm going to show you now. We're super excited about this book. Let me tell you another good news. We will be producing another version of this book to help in primary schools and secondary schools across Africa. We're going to be giving it for free. So the profit we're going to be making from this book, we will be using it to produce this book and taking it to secondary schools. We want to start teaching wealth from secondary schools, from universities. That's where the wealth needs to start. Look at this book. This is the book, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you like the cover? Billionaire Habits. By the way, I'm going to do a trivia quiz. You're going to be helping me choose which of the cover you prefer. Whether you prefer the white cover or you prefer the gold cover with the back. So the book, the pre-launch copy is out. You will be saving yourself $200 by getting it. How? You are only paying $47 for the paper bag, but we will be giving you the audio version, which is going for $147 free. Right? Yeah, the video version is going for $147. The audio version, you're also going to be getting it free. So visit www.stephenakitayo.com/billionaire habit. The habit has an S, Billionaire Habits. Okay, I just pin it. Go and order your copy. If you are getting it now, you have that unique opportunity to be among those who are getting $200 worth. And I will personally be autographing the book and we'll be delivering the book to you anywhere you are in the world. It doesn't matter where you are, anywhere in the world, we are sending the book to you anywhere in the world. You will get the book delivered to you. Are you happy about that? So that even makes it, makes it amazing. Okay, so once you order the book, you will get your copy before 1st of May when we're launching, and you're also going to be getting some instructions. You have to do 1-minute video with your own book. And together across, we're going to be doing a global launch for this book. Our goal is to raise 10 million millionaires using this book as a guide. And we know if we raise 10 million millionaires, minimum of 100,000, 10,000 to 100,000 will over time emerge to become billionaires, right? And that's the power. We will change the world. We'll change the world because we're teaching wealth. My life changed because of this kind of book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. That book changed my life. It changed my life. That man saved me I will be a poor man today if not for Rich Dad Poor Dad. I used to think, oh, good education is what makes you rich, until I read that book. Because I would have made the same mistake. My mother taught the same. She thought being rich was going to school. Today I know better. Okay? Come on. How many of you have enjoyed the last episode? If you've enjoyed it, I've enjoyed it. I want to introduce you to 14 of my books. You can buy them on my website, self-esteem.com, or on Amazon. This one is called Famine is the New Oil by Stephen Akinta. I've written 35 books. Can everybody type 35 books? Famine is the New Oil by Stephen Akinta is one of the 35 books. You can buy it on Amazon or on steveakinta.com. This is a bestseller. Maximizing Your Real Estate Investment by Stephen Akinta. A lady in Philippines, Filipino in Dubai, saw one of my students with this book. Do you know, if they were in the train, metro, they call it in Dubai. Do you know the lady said, I'm not giving you this book back. Whatever amount you collect from me, I'm going to pay you. But this book is teaching me how I can become a real estate developer in Philippines. It's hard to get real estate in Philippines. And what I'm learning here, by the way, all my books has a global perspective. I don't write a book that gives a local feel. It's a global feel, right? So maximize your real estate investment, steveakinta.com, or on Amazon, you find it, go buy it. Business mentorship. This is a book that teaches you how to get a business mentor. Many of you are poor because all you have is pastors. There's nothing wrong with having pastors. I have pastors over my life, but they are my spiritual mentor. They are not my business mentor. I still look for business mentors who guide me in business. How do you attract them? It's in this book. I have this one. This is monetizing speaking and writing. You want to make money as a speaker. There is no year. This year I'm on to making $1 million from public speaking. Some of you are excited about that. Yes, you heard me. I will be making $1 million from speaking this year. Both from my books, both from my speaking engagement, coaching program. I'm making $1 million USD. You want to learn how I am doing it, right? It's in this book. Facebook, you can go to steveakinta.com or go to Amazon, it's there. You have the Millionaire Freelancer. This is how, as a professional, you can make money on the side. You're an accountant, you're a graphic designer, web designer, proofreader, writer. You can make money on the side without leaving your job and even earn more than you're earning from your salary. Some people who I mentor are making $10,000 every month from this, from what they learned from this book, right? $5,000 every month, $20,000 every month from what they learned from this book, right? The Millionaire Freelancer. Building wealthy relationship. Powerful book on the fact that your network determines your net worth. You can't be rich if you don't build good relationship. You cannot be rich. Your wealth, your success is a function of the good relationship you've built. Don't deceive yourself. That's where success comes from. Wealthy relationship. The story behind the glory. So all of you are asking, how did you become a billionaire? How did you start? Go and read this book. All that I've been through. Hell. Okay? I trekked. I suffered. My eyes somewhere to be here. The story behind the glory. If you're interested, the price I paid, you read it here. Amazon is on Amazon. Is also on steveakinta.com. Also, you have The Billionaire Investor by Stephen Akinta. Secrets on how to be. Somebody's asking, is the audio version available? Yes, it's still on my site. You can get the audio version of all these books. You have the audio version. The Billionaire Investor available. Cryptocurrency. Somebody was asking about cryptocurrency earlier. Cryptocurrency leverage. How to make, manage, and multiply the future money called cryptocurrency. Right, by Stephen Akinta. So all of you who like to invest in crypto, go read this one. Then you have Start Business from Ground Up. All of you are asking, oh, I want to start my business. How do I do it? Go read this book. The secrets of men are in their stories. My secrets are in my books, because my books contain my stories.
How to start your business from ground up. They're there. Go to Amazon.com, type Stephen Akintayo, you'll see all the books I've authored. Or you go to StephenAkintayo.com and then you buy them. You have this one for all of you in e-commerce. Okay, Advanced Mini Importation Manifesto. Oh, powerful book. Powerful book. How to make money. Listen, I have a student who is doing over $5 million every year from e-commerce, and she's based in Nigeria as a result of what she's learned from me, not just from the book, also from my coaching program. I have e-commerce coaching program also. It goes for $10,000. I give discounts sometimes. Managing your family finance. Yes, you need to know how to manage your family money. Some of us, the way we've managed, we've put everybody into debt because of the way we've managed money. Managing your family finance, powerful book. Survival Instinct, okay, is also a powerful book. Please go to Amazon.com, type Stephen Akintayo and order, or you go to StephenAkintayo.com and buy. It's there. Go buy it. Survival Instinct, chronicle my story, Cosmos Maduka's story, several successful people, the price they paid to become successful in business, how many of them became successful through really hard work, digital marketing, how to become a digital marketing consultant, using digital marketing to make money. Powerful book. We have The Good, the Bad, the Ugly of investing in Africa. My biggest investment is in Africa, so you need to know what's the good, what's the bad, what's the ugly side of investing in Africa. I have seen plenty. Some of it I can't even teach now, but in future I'll be teaching them. If I have to put them in a book, it's crazy. Switch. This Switch book shows you 20 businesses you can do on the internet. 20 businesses you can do on the internet and make millions of dollars is on this book. Again, have you gotten value today? If you got value, type I got value, I got value, I got value. Come on, talk to me if you got value. Now, good news is that the Billionaire Habit book is coming out in 3 versions: hardcover, paperback, audio version, and video version. Are you happy about that? If you're happy, type I'm happy. And for those of you who are paying for the pre-launch copy, you are going to be the only set of people getting the 3. You're paying 1 and you're getting the 2 version for free. So you're paying for the physical copy, like this one, and you're getting the audio and the video free of charge. You're not paying a dime. Are you happy about that? If you're happy, type I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. So we're creating that unique opportunity for you where you are among the few set of people. You pay for the this copy, this physical version, and we're giving you the video and the audio. And the video and the audio alone, stand alone, is over $200 and you're getting it free. So go to StephenAkintayo.com/billionaire habits and get the book. So I'm going to take questions as I wrap up today. Some of you ask questions, so let's go. Type your question. So I'm typing the links again. StephenAkintayo.com/billionaire habits. Okay, sign up and get your pre-launch copy. By the way, there's no refund also. You can't pay for it and say you want to, we don't do refunds. So make sure you go and pay for it if you're sure you really need the book. But I promise you, it's a book that will change your life forever. You will, you know what it is. You've tasted one episode now. This is just one part of it. So you know how sweet this is, okay? So yes, let's take your questions now. And I want to thank everybody who shared this video 50 times. Some of you couldn't even share 50 times, but you shared this video. I love you. I'm grateful. God bless you. Apostle Christopher says, I love to be affiliate marketer. Please, how can I learn from Nigeria? Go learn. I don't understand. Learn what? Please, I love when you ask questions. Be very detailed. I'm into many things. Like sometimes people reach me and say, I want to buy your land. Which of our land? We have more than 20 estates. So you have to be specific, which exactly what you're trying to get from me. And so please appreciate it if you can be a bit more detailed, in terms of what exactly you want to learn. Okay, so more questions. If you have questions, guys, I'm waiting. Questions? Questions? Elder Oluwatosin Samuel says, can government policies kill somebody's billionaire dream with billionaire habits? Well, the part of what we have been able to structure is showing you how you can navigate your way, right? One of the things that we, for example, taught you guys is how one of the billionaire habits that is powerful, is so one of the powerful things that we've been able to teach you guys is how to build relationship. So you can always build good relationship with government. You need government. Like even here in the Western world, right? Meeting the mayor of whatever place is easy. And you have to build good relationship with them if you want to grow your real estate company. So you can't joke with government. You can, when you have money, you can, even government doesn't really want to fight you, right? Because they know you can also be of value to the city. That's why you see that most people who build their money legitimately in Nigeria are not having much fight with government. Dangote or $10, except when they go into politics. Of course, they will have problems, right? Tonelu Melu, Jimovia, because your business is supporting government too. So they don't really want to fight you like that. It's just when you are small. It's a crime to be small, right? You just have to go big. Go big or go home. That's the secret of success. Go big or go home. Because once you're still small, anybody can crush you. And they will want to crush you. I mean, the biggest time of my life, the most toughest time of my life was when I was still a small business. Everybody was going to crush me. Even other businesses were trying to crush me. For things, some of them not intentionally. But everybody wanted to eat me for lunch. So go big or go home. When the Abbott says, got in late, for a journey from Caribbean. Wow. You can watch it. It's all on YouTube at Untitled TV. Go to my YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Even the previous episode, about 10 previous episodes, go to YouTube and watch them, right? We have about 10 different previous episodes on YouTube, so you can go there and watch them at Stephen Untitled TV on YouTube. Just type at Stephen Untitled TV. So go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's so much in it. I have over 2,000 videos on YouTube that will change your life, Even our businesses to do, they're there. Can I invest with bank? I don't understand what you mean. I've told you make your question very explicit, so it's easy for me to answer. Which bank? Kini says, please, I want to do online business. How can I get it? How can you get what? To do online business, you need to even know which online business you want to do. So if it's the book, go on Amazon. The book is there, amazon.com. Type Stephen Untitled, type Switch. You see it. Switch is the title of the book on online business. Or go to stephenuntitled.com, right? And go to the book section and you buy the book. I've told you that. How can I become affiliate marketer? Well, you can be an affiliate marketer for a real estate company. I've not started affiliate for my books and coaching program, but for a real estate company, you go to portal.gtexhomes.com. I've just pinned that. Portal, www.portal.gtexhomes.com. Go there, sign up, and you can be an affiliate and make money from our company. Once you sell, you get from 10, to 15%. In Dubai, the commission is lesser in Dubai. Sam Shine says, question, how do you maintain the drive to keep pushing hard and strive without fear? Well, for me, I have fear. Don't forget, without fear. It's just that how do I continue to go despite the fear? Well, despite the fear is what is pushing me, right? My why. My why, I saw my mother died of ovarian cancer. And she could have lived longer and probably not even die if she had money, because the symptoms showed up 6 months earlier. She just started having protruding tummy. And apparently, if we had done the operation 6 months earlier, she definitely would have lived longer. Whether it was still going to kill her or not, we don't know. In fact, some people end up not even dying, discovering ovarian cyst on time and doing the operations and all of those things. But again, all these things we didn't discover, and we didn't have money. You know, what the government hospital couldn't diagnose in my mother in 6 months, they were able to diagnose it in 5 days in a private hospital. And that was when I realized, and I've shared this with you guys several times on this book, the biggest crime you have in Africa is being poor. Your biggest crime is not that you're a thief or you're a liar or you lack integrity. Being poor is your biggest crime, because you can die just like that. You can die like you mean nothing. And so the death of my mother made me to realize I want to be wealthy, that if anybody in my family is sick, I can take care of them. Money is not the reason why they died. Not taking them to the best hospital is not the reason why they died. And I'm talking about my loved ones. I'm not talking about extended family. I'm prioritizing my immediate family. A time comes I have more than enough to care about extended family. For now, my priority is my immediate family. Because we were younger when my mother died. Everybody left us. Extended family left us. The only house she had, they wanted to take it over from us. This same extended family. So, unfortunately, the same extended family, many of them sneak in to send me texts now. Help me. You guys left us for the dead because my mother was late. So, I'm inspired to keep going because I don't want to create... I want to have, I don't want to. And that's why when I teach about wealth, I'm passionate because I know that it's about death and life here. But when I'm teaching Africans, it's about life and death. It's about life and death. You have to take this subject of being wealthy seriously. Many of you, your enemies have convinced you that money is not important. They are lying to you. Oh, money doesn't bring happiness. Get the money first. Okay? When you get it, come and talk to me. Right? All this money doesn't give you happiness. Make the money first. I'd like you to make the money first and then talk to me. The money that doesn't bring happiness is the money that you're not doing good things with it. Before I left Nigeria, I personally handed out check to send 50 kids to school. You think I didn't have happiness that day? Yeah, talk to me now. I paid tuition fee of 50 kids before I left Nigeria. You think I wasn't happy? Now, will I have been happy having those 50 kids and not being able to pay them? Who have I helped with my poverty? Who does your poverty help? Really? Who? I went to one of my sites and I saw a young kid. He was working on site. He was a teenager. I said, no. He's too young to be working. He said his mother was dead or his father was dead. I said, you know what? I talked to my team, Bukola, who is in charge of my bursary program. I said, adopt that guy. They went to his house. Met the mother. Took the mother and the boy to school and paid the tuition fee. Uniform, everything paid for. Enroll him back in school. You think I'm not happy when they send me the picture? You now tell me, money doesn't bring happiness. But money can help you buy things that will make you happy. Make the money first before you start talking those nonsense. Max Della says, is the real estate only big in Lagos or about other parts? We have real estate in Lagos, Ogun State, Ibadan, Port Harcourt. We're moving to Port Harcourt soon, and Abuja. How do I maintain the drive and pushing? Yeah, I think I've answered you. Get a big why. That's the answer. Get a big why. Why are you doing it? Why do you want to be rich? Have a why that is bigger than you and your family. Have a why that's big. Give yourself a why. When I'm losing momentum, you know what I do? I go to Ajegunle. I'm going to do something there. By the time I get to Ajegunle, I'm inspired to be richer. When I see people struggling, when I see what poverty is doing to people, I get, and I take my children. Sometimes when we do a Ajegunle project, during lockdown, I had to send
about 2 million naira worth of food items to Ajegunle. I don't know any of the people who got the food. I don't know. Sometimes I go with my children so that they can see what poverty does and why we work hard to be rich, so that they don't just take it for granted that their parents are richer, and understand the need to also replicate that when you now have the money, give and help. Doris says, good job mentoring people. Thank you. Peter says, how long did it take you to get from where you are to where you are today? Well, it took me long. I wasn't poor all the way, but it took me long. I started reading books on wealth about 20 years ago. That's when I started reading books on money. I only started my business 13 years ago. So it took me another, how many years now? It took me another like 6 years before I could translate all the teachings I'm learning to, okay, let me even start a business. And that's why don't be too hard on yourself. Some of you to still take time. That's why you keep listening. Faith comes by hearing and hearing. Right? You keep hearing. No, it's not once. This one is not enough. Hearing me once is not enough. Even reading this book once is not enough. You must read it 20 times. Read that poor dad. I've read it more than 20 times. Richest Man in Babylon, more than 20 times. I go over certain books over again and over again. It's not one time doesn't cut it. You go over and over and over until it gets to a point it sinks in. Okay? So for me, it's been a long journey. It wasn't easy. I mean, these 13 years of owning a business. But I wasn't poor through, just that I wasn't this successful. So you just keep at it. There will be time people will mock you. When I opened my company office in Lagos, I was still taking Molue to the office. One day, somebody who knew I was MDCO sent me a mail, said, you that you call yourself MDCO, I saw you inside Molue. Molue is a particular type of car that the poorest of Nigerians take, right? And he was mocking me for taking such transportation. That apparently I claim to be a CEO, and I'm taking such transportation. I don't even have a car. But I remember resuming work, and I told my staff, I said, this is the mail I got, but this person will see me flying all over the world. Today now they see me in Rolls Royce. Wait, they will soon see me in my private jet. That one is coming very soon. People will mock you for God to make you. It's a process. People will first mock you. They will mock you. Kemi says, can we make this wealth in Nigeria? I became a billionaire in Nigeria, madam. Okay, so all this, your wealth is in the mind. Why do you think I'm spending time teaching you? This is where it is. I was born in Maiduguri, northern part of Nigeria. I started my business in Nigeria. I schooled in Nigeria. Osu is where, today now I do courses in Harvard and all of that. But it's when I had money. It was when I became rich in Nigeria. When I made it was 2015, I started traveling out for trainings. 2015, so that you know, it's not just 6 years ago. And that was the year I made over 200 million. Right? But prior to that time, I was training myself in Nigeria. Everything was in Nigeria. And Yola says, thank you for helping kids with tuition. Well, I'm not doing it because I'm nice. I'm doing it because God wants me to do it. And that's the way He keeps blessing me. So it's not even because I'm a nice guy. It's just the way to keep getting richer. God bless you. The giving hand is on the top. When you understand the mystery of wealth, listen, when I'm broke is when I give the most. I give the most when I'm broke. It's my principle. Because when I cannot give, and yet I have a means for the money to come back, and it won't come back. Where many of us miss it, you go and give all your money, but you don't have a business. You don't have a job. How will the money come back? That's where you miss it. So you now end up saying the thing doesn't work. It works when you have a channel for the money to come back. I once did a seed. I emptied my account to sow to a particular person who happened to be my pastor till date. I emptied my account, but I had a business that people could do 30 million. Monday, they called me, send an invoice, 30 million, want to buy your bulk SMS. Tuesday, we're on our way to the bank, 30 million hit. Don't tell me there's no spiritual dimension to wealth. But you must have a business. You have to have a room. You have to have a vehicle. So you've done something supernatural, spiritual, that can help you to become wealthy. How have you created the basket for the supernatural to turn to physical? The channel for a supernatural blessing to turn to physical It's through the works of your hand. It's through your business. It's through also working hard and having something. He will bless the work of your hand. Not that he will roll down dollars. God is not a politician. Moses Akin says, money is the means to create. No. Money is the means to buy things that can make you happy. Money doesn't create happiness. Money ain't going to make you happier. But money can help you buy things that will make you happy. Trust me. Even if it's temporary, but at least you'll be happy. You move into a mansion in the waterside, you know. You will see whether you're happy or not. Olufunke Oladipupo says, God bless you more. You go and sleep. You know, one of the most expensive hotel I've ever stayed is Burj Khalifa. It's the world 7-star hotel. Okay? You go and stay there and ask me whether you won't be happy. Kini says, please, in Ghana, my question is, how much will I get before calling you? How much? I don't understand that question. By the way, I don't pick calls, so I don't know why you want to call me. Go buy the books if you want to be mentored. Olabi says, genuine heart pouring. Thank you. James says, please, I'm very interested in property in Port Harcourt. How soon is Port Harcourt? Well, before the end of December, we'll be fully grounded in Port Harcourt. Bertrand Boss says, I'm into construction, machinery and equipment. I have a company from the company that I work with to seek market for new refurbishing machine in Africa. How can you advise me to bring this to breakthrough? Learn digital marketing. Go do a training on how to do adverts online and and getting customers online. Jordan says, I don't have question. I want to thank you for your wisdom. Thank you. Richard says, great job. Guys, thank you for thanking me. I'm really grateful. That's deep honor that you've shown me. The Lord will reward you. Sam says, I enjoy your training and they motivate me. I have the idea to get money out of your pocket, but I don't know how. Do you invest in aspiring entrepreneur? I only invest in ideas that you have executed in a small scale. Okay? So I don't do investing in idea that you have not. You say you have good idea. I told you I started with $10. Okay? Before I started asking people to invest in my business, I have turned that $10 to over 200 million. Okay? So in Nigeria, that's 1,000 naira to over 200 million Nigerian naira. Was then I now needed people to help. That's how you get investment. Turn the little, find a small version. There's always there's a starting phase to every great idea. Every idea God showed you is from the end. God shows you the end from the beginning. But there's always a starting phase. For Joseph, the end was that the moon, the star, they were bowing, which means his father and his mother. Right? But the beginning for Joseph was the pit, then slavery. Many of you don't even know how success works. The beginning is tough. Right? So for Joseph, God knew he was going to be the prime minister. But the beginning of that journey to prime minister was from the pit, then to slavery, then to prison. Many of you, you need to go through your prison experience. When you see someone talk like I'm talking, I've been through a lot. These are not things they teach you. These are not things you read. These are things you've tasted. When you see the level of boldness I have, is when you have suffered. You can't go down. You can't go down anymore. You've seen it all. Mazi says, knowing fully well the insecurity in Nigeria, can one still come and invest in Nigeria? Mazi, what kind of question are you asking me? I'm building 1,000 housing units in Nigeria this year. I'm putting 20 billion Nigerian naira to build 1,000 housing units. And you're asking me, I'm the wrong guy to ask. Go ask somebody else. I'm putting 20 billion. The darker the environment, the brighter the light. The quality of what we are bringing into Nigeria will even do better because things are tough. Why do you think the richest man in the world that is of black skin is from Nigeria? That should give you the answer now. The richest black man that is from Nigeria that you said, can you invest? Let me tell you the secret of poverty. Lack of risk. That is the reason for poverty. You want to know why people are poor? They don't want to take risk. Don't want to take risk. Dangote is from the northern part of Nigeria. Some expert from the US said Nigeria is going to divide 2015. That Nigeria was going to split. Expert opinion. Nigeria was going to divide into two. That was the same year Dangote launched his refinery and petrochemical business, where he was putting $16 billion. $16 billion when they told him Nigeria was going to divide. Now, is he from Lagos? No. Why wasn't he afraid that if Nigeria divides, he's not even from Lagos? What if Lagos people take over his business? That's why people become richer. They take risk. The more the risk, the more the returns. That's how wealth is created now. The kind of money I'm making in Nigeria, you think I can make it in the US? No. You think I can make it in Dubai? No. The only way I can make that is when I go and change the money back to Nigeria. That's when I'm a big man. Because, of course, because of the devaluation of the currency. Of course, when I change the money I'm making in the US to Naira, I'm a big man. But in reality, the profit margin I'm making in Nigeria, I'm not making it in the US. That's the reality. Because even here in the US, they don't even need my money. I'm not using my money to build wealth in the US. Let's not even go into training. Develop economy. You don't use your money if you know what you are doing. It's their money you use. It's bank money. Use debt to build wealth there. If you get brain, if you have mentors like me who know what they are doing. Bennett Joseph says, I just resigned from my job. Congrats. But I hope it's a good congrats, because there are two types of congrats. I hope hunger will mama you. And just find some consolation watching this. I'm a journalist, but I'm interested in knowledge and every information I can get to sustain myself. Go get the book. Go get the book and go to my YouTube channel. But I just hope you didn't resign out of it. Emotions and sentiment. I always advise people, don't resign out of emotions. Okay? Keep your job and start building your business till you are making more from your business than what your job is paying you. Don't be emotional. Many of us get emotional, we resign, we get poor, we struggle to pay our bills, our families suffer because we're just emotional. My boss talked to me anyhow. You better humble yourself and pay your bills. Remember, I told you 2P. You cannot afford to have poverty and pride. Stella says, just learned one thing now. That's reading. Thank you. You're welcome. Joy says, good job. Samuel Weto says, the channel through which supernatural blessing gets to you is through the works of your hand. Absolutely. Powerful quote by Stephen Akintayo. Powerful quotable quote. The channel through which supernatural blessing gets to you is through the works of your hand. Afolabi says, boss, I really appreciate your interest in making us billionaires. You're welcome. Monaco says, which business can one start with 2 million in Nigeria? Plenty business. Plenty. Okay, but you have to be ready to spend half of that on mentorship first. The reason people fail in Nigeria and every part of the world is that the first capital they need is not capital to start a business, it's capital to get a mentor. That's the first capital you need. Getting a mentor like mine is not cheap. I coach for I have $20,000 coaching. I have $10,000 coaching. I give some discount. I have coaching on e-commerce, coaching on cryptocurrency. So you that you're asking, cryptocurrency, e-commerce, forex trading. I have coaching program on how to do it on your own. One of the unique thing about me, I teach you how to do it yourself, not that I'm doing it for you. So you're able to use your money, do it by yourself, and I teach you how to do it with zero capital self. Okay? But I charge a lot for my coaching. But for those of you here, if you're really serious about the coaching, call my office and sign up for the coaching. I'm going to give you $8,500 discount.
as a sign of wrapping up this class. So instead of paying $10,000, you pay just $1,500. So call my office. Franklin says, my name is Franklin Madubuchi from Abuja. I'm into renewable energy solution. Can I partner with your company? Absolutely. We are looking for you, Francis. Anybody into renewable energy, you are the one we're looking for. We have 2 estates in Abuja that you can start working for us immediately. So call the office. It's gtexhomes.com. Call the office. Tell them they're going to give you the form for contractors. So you fill it and they're reaching you ASAP. Betrad Boss says, your gods indeed come someone that has been through thick and thin. Absolutely. What does it take to receive direct mentorship? I've just told you now. It's $10,000, the cheapest. But I'm going to take $8,500 off. So I have coaching on how to be a speaker and an author and making money from it. I have coaching on e-commerce. I have coaching on crypto. They're all different, right? Coaching on real estate. Tomorrow I'm going to be teaching on real estate. Don't miss my class here. Go and sign up. Ayodeji says, thank you for your knowledge. Sunday, Oyelami says, I'm in Nigeria. Please, how can I get all your books on my website? www.stephenakitao.com. Go there or go to my office in Nigeria. Just Google GTEX Homes. You'll see the office address. Go there. Chika Ohaheri says, we would like to be coached by you. Oh, absolutely. Why not? Okay, so let me give you the link to my coaching since all of you are shouting coaching. So visit www.stephenakitao.com/coaching. Right? That's the link. Okay? stephenakitao.com/coaching. Or you can also call the numbers attached. Eyawale Akamalafe says, I'm provoked by your teaching. Wow. I'm glad. That's what I want to see. But please, I'm begging you. I've dedicated a whole month teaching you all these things for free. You know the funny thing about me? If I were to have charged for this class, people will still pay me. Right? But I chose to make it free because I want the information to reach millions of people. And so please, I want you to act on what I've taught you, please, by the mercies of God. Right? You are not helping if you don't, act on it. Teaching is not enough. Okay? Teaching is not enough. You have to do something. Right? You have to do something, guys. You have to act. You have to take action. Okay? We can teach from now to tomorrow. If you don't do something, you ain't going to be wealthy. You will not. Right? You will not be wealthy. So, I love you all, and I appreciate you for who you are and what you do, and for sharing all this video with me. I really do. And I love you so much. God bless you. And good night. Here in Maryland, I think it's good afternoon. It's 3:55. Wow. Been teaching for over 2 hours. My brain is aching. By the way, this job is not easy. Some of you think it's easy to teach and coach people. It's not easy.